everyone, and welcome to the Sleepers of Silveridge. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Natalie. I will be your dungeon master tonight. Someone gave me control for some reason. And we are thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg. This evening, I will, against everyone's better judgment, be running a level 18 one-shot with these lovely folks arrayed around me. Regular watchers to our old Friday evening chat show Talk Together may already have an inkling of what this might be, as this is an adventure Chris and I put together on air. So I've tinkered with it a little bit. So hopefully there's still going to be some surprises for those of you who think you know what is to come.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh dear.
Tom thought he was prepared.
I'm not prepared. I'm going out. I'm not coming back. Oh God.
Before we begin, I will say this stream will run for about 3 hours, although this is my first time running a timed game. So we'll see how close I get to the timekeeping bag. We'll see how close I get to the timekeeping badge and the being able to say words badge as well. This stream as well is likely to contain body horror, psychological horror, and gore. So maybe check out !safety in chat to see the content warnings document if there's anything in particular you'd like to avoid or be aware of. And also we include in that list some of the safety tools we use in play, like the TTRPG safety toolkit. It's awesome. Go check that out. For those of you who are new to Dungeons and Dragons, welcome. Everyone here plays fantasy characters in a fantasy universe. The 5 players each have their own unique character with sheets that tell them who they are, what they can do, their deepest secrets, and what dice to roll. They will mostly be rolling one of these, a 20-sided die or a d20 to see if they succeed in what they're trying to do. A 20 is good and a 1 is usually hilariously bad. So whilst they're playing their characters, everything else in the said fantasy universe is played by me. People, monsters, weather patterns. Oh, and there will be weather patterns. You name it. Between me describing the world and the story, the players describing what they do, and some dice rolls to keep things unpredictable for all of us, we will tell our story. Now I'm going to go around and ask the players to introduce themselves, their pronouns, if they wish, and their character name, pronouns, and class, but keep things a little bit, just keep it simple for now, because we'll get to know them a bit better in just a second. Let's start with Tom.
Hello, I'm Tom, he, him, and I'm playing Brother Lycos Hubertus. I'm a blood hunter. I'm also a high elf. I have no other secrets. I'm an open book. Hi. Thanks,
Tom. Chrissy?
Hi, yes, I'm Chrissy. Both me and my character, Daphne Laurelheart, go by she, her pronouns. And Daphne is a wood elf, druid, sorcerer, multi-class that I'm very nervous about playing.
It's going to be amazing. Lola?
I'm Lola. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Flanner Cindersong. And his pronouns, he, him. And you can also call him Neri, hopefully. That's just a good old high-level halfling cleric.
Nice. Glad to see we have a cleric in the party.
Oh, that's not on the
note. Do anyone any good?
I'm gently twitching. This is bad.
Might die, you're all.
Hi, I'm Josh. I go by he, him. I am playing Razakil. He goes by he, him as well. He is also a high elf and he is a bard. That's all we're going to say on that for the moment.
Very good. And finally, Nathan, is this your first time on one of our streams? Or have you been on one of our streams?
Yeah, I've been on one of the Friday streams before. But otherwise, I've never done any actual plays or anything. So super excited to be here.
Welcome.
And just in time to truly embarrass myself trying to play a high-level D&D character class for the first time. So it's going to go great. But again, I am Nathan. I am from the Reckless Attack podcast. I share with my character here today both he, him pronouns and a lot of hair. I was going to shave and get a haircut today, but I was like, you know what? No, doing it for the art. And I am playing Gar Graveproffer, who is a monk today. And that is similarly all the info you'll be getting on him for the time being.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm very excited. Before we kick off, let's go and hear from our wonderful sponsors.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. Hero Forge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of the collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. Playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We are also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep. Take your team of warriors on a quest spanning the Forgotten Realms, all on your mobile. Power up your teams with items, work with your guild to defeat hordes of enemies, and test your mettle in the arena. And to make all of that work, you need gems. As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop !wow gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at, or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying? You're a DM, you've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets and ! characters in Twitch chat below.
Check out our wonderful supporters, Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
This stream will run for 3 hours, and there will be a roughly 5 to 10 minute break somewhere near the middle. We run shows on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Greenwich Meridian / British Summertime, which is 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. in mainland Europe, and 2 a.m. Tuesday morning in Japan and parts of Australia.
On Mondays and Tuesdays, we run TTRPG streams for 3 hours. And on Fridays, we run our talk show, Talk Together, for 1 hour. Our TTRPG streams can be one-shots, 4, 6, 8, or 12 weeks long. You can always find our latest schedule at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg/schedule.
We are Roll Together RPG on all socials, so find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Links in chat.
Thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can find a link in chat. Help us make our shows from just £1, $1, or £1 gold piece, and unlock more tiers by joining. Our D20 Club are fab. They've created a fan Discord for us. They've also made a wiki page for Roll Together. You can find that at rolltogether.fandom.com.
Welcome to our podcast listeners. If you also would like to listen to us via podcast, you can search Roll Together RPG on your favourite podcast provider. If we're not there, let us know and we will add ourselves to that list.
Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and we have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we are open to being corrected though, so please do just let us know if you think one has been missed. And now, let us begin. All right then. It's raining, because of course it is. It's not a heavy driving rain or anything like that. It's a kind of persistent light rain that sort of gets in your eyes and tinkles on your armor and makes it much darker than it should be mid-afternoon. We are somewhere in the mountains on a track heading up to the village of Silveridge. We see a carriage, I believe, a horse-drawn carriage with 5 inhabitants. Do we maybe want to go around and have a little closer look at them? Who thinks they might be driving?
Probably me, because I would probably like to speak with the horse.
Fair enough. We had a lot of enthusiastic head shaking as well. So I feel like even if you didn't want to, you are the default.
We all got into the carriage and then Daphne's like, oh, well, I guess I'm driving.
Rain.
So I'm going to give you license to describe the horses then as well. Like, so what do we see from the very front of the carriage? I'm going to give you 2 horses. Generous.
Oh. Okay. Have you ever seen Gypsy Vanner horses? Mm-hmm. They're like big old Clydesdale style like horses, except they're paint looking in color. So they have like black and white patches usually. Sometimes they're like solid black or solid white, but generally they're very big, very majestic, have long flowing manes and tails, and these shaggy things around their hooves. And I'm a horse girl, can you tell? And
there was a lot of enthusiasm and specificity that I appreciate.
They are my favorite, and they're so gorgeous, and they're very strong, and very big, very large. So I think they are.
They're so strong. They're so majestic and so strong.
So beefy.
And have like a lot of emotional fortitude to them, and kind of a wisdom behind their eyes.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm talking to them right now. So, yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're talking to the horses?
Yes. Yep. I'm arguing with them. Yeah. Look, you all, I know that the rain is annoying, but I know you can still see through this. Just keep going.
But it's been like 8 hours already, Daphne.
I'm sorry, I can't change the weather.
What? Why not? You're a druid.
Not a good one. I can help with the mud around your hooves. Like I'm gonna do a little mold earth to try and like make mud under their hooves a little more sturdy, just constantly trying to help a little bit.
It's all right, I suppose. Snack could help.
But yes, Daphne's odd-looking druid kind of has some odd coloring to her face, like spots of kind of brown around the edges of her face, and she is in just green gown robes with a little bit of like leather chest armor in some places, but otherwise not a whole lot of armor. And yeah, long hair, long kind of auburny hair, and I think I gave her green eyes. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
And what are the horses' names?
Oh, put me on the spot, huh?
Well, if anyone else wants to profit a horse name as well. I mean, you know how one of them sounds, if that helps.
Did Daphne name the horses? Is that
that is a good question.
Yeah.
Daphne would have asked the horses what their name was.
Mm-hmm. Why are roll together horses all so very opinionated?
But here's the thing though, is our horses, are these particular horses? This is the question obviously for both Chrissy and for Daphne, as it sounds like the horse girls of the party and stream. Do horses have their own inherent names? You know, like this is my horse true name, versus these are the names that the humans and mortals have given me. And I respond to that horses. Fine too.
Yeah.
Right. Like which is the difference? And I don't know.
In this channel, canonically, yes they do. And they get very annoyed when you misname them. Star Trail's the best horse.
That's why I'm asking.
We'll say one of them is like crunches on leaves. And nice. The other one is bask in sunbeams, but we'll say crunchy and sunbeam.
Yes.
Can we tweak it to be crunchy and bask, because I feel like that sounds like Pinky in the Brain, and it feels like they have a theme tune.
Crunchy and bask. I love it.
Great.
I now have that in my head. Thank you.
Plus, whenever we go to cast Sunbeam, I'm just going to think of throwing a horse at someone.
We only did that twice.
Oh, no.
So yeah,
I didn't mean to. You all know my spells don't work right.
Don't listen to him, Daphne. I'm happy. I'm having a wonderful time. I don't mind if you throw me. Oh, shut up.
Wow.
Anyway, what about them snacks, Daphne?
Oh, I mean, I could probably scrounge up some apples or something. I'm gonna.
All right, you work on that, love. You work on that. I'll keep pulling us up this hill. It's fine. Is anyone sat up top at the front with Daphne?
I think I want to be sitting shotgun and having to deal with whatever this is. As Daphne has been whinnying for the last 20 minutes.
Just absolutely blowing all of her spell slots and speaking with animals. Every one of them.
Please do. How long does it work?
10 minutes?
10 minutes, yeah, shit.
Again, every spell slot is just like, sorry guys, cantrips only.
You sure you're not Circle the Shepherd? Because that's an automatic speak with animals. Didn't tell me how I know.
I don't even remember what circle I took. Whoops.
Jerry, sorry, just the four of us. Our druid needs to have a little lie down in the carriage. She spent too much time talking to horses.
Horse girl would.
Can we get a glimpse at Hugh, who is reacting to this neighing?
Okay, so sitting next to Daphne, looking not concerned, because this is not the first time this has happened, and it will not be the last. Tall, high elfin man, wearing sort of, again, the long trench coat, the big black brimmed hat, basically the vampire hunter clobber, sort of tight red hair. His teeth are fine. Absolutely, don't look at his mouth. Everything's fine. Yes, and I'm just... Yes, sitting there with my crossbow, trying to keep an eye out for danger, trying to ignore that. Just gesturing. I probably have snacks. I'm not giving them to the horses. They don't deserve them.
Are you genuinely brooding, or are you trying to put on an air of being broody and mysterious?
The fact that I'm sitting out here in the rain, well, that's, that helps, but maybe I am putting on a little bit more than, Do you want to
give me a little performance check?
Sure.
For how much Daphne sees the brood?
I also argue, would Daphne pay attention?
I mean, that's down to Daphne.
Honestly, she's probably like too busy being distracted by the horses to pay too close of attention. So he would probably get advantage on that performance check.
I will take advantage. I mean, it's an 11, but...
Oh.
So what does that mean? I'm enjoying the rain?
You got an element of like...
Why is no one paying
Pay attention to me?
Yeah, literally. I'm long suffering. It's not fun if no one pays attention to me.
I'm so sorry. Was I being rude? I'm so sorry. I kind of forget that you can't chime in on the conversation. How you doing over there, Birdie?
It's also worth pointing out that she calls me Bertie. I'm all right. Thank you, Daphne. No, if you want to talk to the horses, please don't let me stop you.
Oh no, it's okay. I wouldn't want to tire myself out. It is a struggle to do it too long. And honestly, one of them's a little rude. Like Crunchy is he's a little abrasive. Animals generally like me.
Animals don't like me, so equals out, I suppose.
I'm gonna move inside the carriage.
But it's such a gripping conversation.
Now we've got a visual of what's going on.
We have a book club. We could talk about the book.
I would 100% just like if that was the whole 3-hour session, I'd be like, yeah, great time. That was perfect. 10 out of 10 experience.
The problem is, Nathan, I don't know if you've played with Tom before, but I know full well he could fill 3 hours with.
I know. I wasn't joking.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Right. So inside the carriage, the people who've got like the prime seats away from this miserable rain, who do we see? Has there been an argument about who gets to face forwards and who has to face backwards?
No. I think just sit whatever.
You're all far too compliant.
I was gonna say I think Gar would sit backwards, only because much in the same way I think he and Hugh share a at least desire to be edgy at all times, and or brooding and or what have you, and that feels like it's a little more shadowy and a little darker, even if it's like a bright day otherwise. So no, I think Gar would be like back, almost like back to back with the drivers, but on the inside of it.
And what do we see when we look at Gar?
So what you see is a massively tall but very skinny bugbear. Just very hairy, wild, unkempt, like plenty of bugbears, at least like brush their fur or whatever. That is not really Gar's vibe. But he is dressed very plainly, very loosely, and doesn't have a lot of material possessions on him aside from some magical items that you guys are aware of. But the other kind of notable thing, other than just his kind of large size and gangly proportions that you would notice, is that he has a very intense scar across his neck. That could have been from a throat slitting, a potential hanging, all that, something, again, appropriately dramatically edgy. And is sitting there kind of like grumbling about who knows what, holding this very intense staff that has a hand outstretched at the top of it, kind of super stylized, that you all would know is the staff of fate. And yeah, he would be talking to the other two people in the carriage, because he is, while edgy, not unfriendly.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to know. And I mean, you've all worked together for a while, a couple of years at least. So any level of edginess or surliness that you get from Gar or Hugh as well, I think the rest of you sort of, I mean, you're used to it, right?
Exactly.
So we're getting a shrug from Josh. Like, are we not used to it? What is Sir Raz doing?
I am sitting at the back, close to where Gar is sitting. I have a monocle in one hand. I'm just currently cleaning, pulling hair off of my fine clothes. I'm wearing a nice overcoat with golden armor all the way down. I've got a sort of like a handlebar mustache that's pure grey and slick back grey hair with very pointed ears, as I am a high elf. Mm-hmm. And I have next to me a cane with a very fancy sapphire dragon's head on the top, and it's ingrained with sapphire going all the way down. My armor glistens, and I just look up towards where Daphne and Hugh would be, and I just go, "Oh yes, well at least Daphne has stopped neighing like a horse now. That was the most intense 20 minutes of my life. I'm never going to get that back." Hair in my mouth.
Are you forcing canon that Chrissy has spent 2 spell slots on this?
I hate you.
I would at least give Christy some flexibility in saying that maybe she was just neighing. And maybe it wasn't a spell, and she's like, I think I got it the first time. I think I'm pretty much on it.
It took her 10 minutes to realize they're not replying.
Keep going. It'll be fine.
After a point, if you've done it enough, don't you just learn the language?
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah, we've been traveling with these horses for years. I don't need to cast spell slots anymore to understand that they're complaining at me.
Which is something you said to me about 15 minutes in, and I'm like, noted.
Do you want some help with that? Yeah. Neri is saying to Rez?
You can just call me Raz, yeah?
Raz, yeah. Yeah, do you want some help with that?
Yes, Gar is molting all over me again. Would you mind just taking some of this fur away, please? Thank you.
A little prestidigitation. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So.
Thank you.
Happens all the time. Like, Gar, are you sure I can't? I mean, just tidy you up just a little bit.
Gar, like very slowly and dramatically, like melodramatically, let's be honest, looks over at you. And again, cannot stress enough, large, bestial looking creature looks at you and says, "Don't touch me. I got all the blood just the way I like it. It's right. It's the going for a look, and it's very important to the whole kind of like, farrier of death aesthetic I have going right now. So no, just
Noted.
Leave me alone, please."
Noted. No, but I'm gonna have to touch you later, just to the whole like stopping you actually traveling to death, the whole thing.
Well, I know I understand. I don't mean like literally touch you.
Okay. Neri flicks his hair back, and it's this kind of gray and gradient of browns, ombre hair color, and he's he looks kind of an older halfling, but is suitably quite ornamented as well, has this little kind of circlet and lots of rings and eyebrows and so on. But yeah, I mean, smaller stature but big personality, if you know what I mean. And very much coordinated in all his clothing, and it's like browns, mottled browns with some gold and bronze with a little bit of rose gold, because that's what he likes. Yeah. And under his feet is this also somewhat toned in, but much more richer golds. This shield that kind of glows on the carriage floor. But, yeah.
Nice. And what's the carriage like as well? Is this? I mean, you are all seasoned adventurers. You actually have your own fancy mansion headquarters that you you don't necessarily have to live there full time, but you each have rooms in, and a sort of like a battle room, a planning room. People have come to petition us to do this thing for them, kind of room. So is this carriage? Would you have splashed money out on this carriage? Is it like a war carriage, or is it just a basic? Is it fancy?
I think it's functional.
Yeah, I was imagining like we have like the Honda Civic or like Toyota Camry of carriages, where it's like it never breaks down, and that is the true sign of an adventuring party, where it's like, yeah, we want it to be kind of comfortable, but like mostly if it fucking breaks down in one more goddamn forest on the way to a job, I'm going to scream.
We keep being ambushed as well. It's terrible. Someone puts a stick in the wheels.
Yeah, the changeover on these carriages is...
Yeah, exactly. Like, we would have invested a lot, I feel like, in being like, no, this is going to keep moving. And, like, it will stop when we want it to stop. Period.
Yeah. There's also the fact that we did have a rather expensive carriage once as well. But
right, 100%.
But Daphne decided to cast Sunbeam while Sunbeam was still attached to said carriage, and it got destroyed, which is why we now call Sunbeam Basque.
It's just throwing the horses around really got complicated, and it's just...
Listen.
You can't hear us. You're outside.
Oh,
shit about you inside.
No offense for you.
I mean, I can hear because of things, but I'm just like, funny.
Daphne has set up like arcane ears across the entire carriage because of how long we've been adventuring together, just so that she can hear all the gossip.
We just opened the hatch. That's all we've done. We just opened the
or that. Or that.
I will allow that there is like a sort of taxi driver, like little hatch that you could be like, "Oi!" Like, open and close.
We're angry about the other carriage, just so you know.
Yeah. I literally just cast Sunbeam. It's supposed to be a pretty standard druid spell. I don't know why it didn't work.
I mean, in your defense, those bandits won't bother anyone else again. You did succeed.
I mean, yeah, throwing a whole horse at somebody is, I mean, it's effective. I added it to my personal ways to kill people list, which is pretty impressive, as you know.
It's a funny thing to be known for.
Guard of mine.
So to give everyone a little context about why these people are in a carriage in the rain going up the mountain. So, as I said, you all have your own fancy mansion headquarters. I've not asked you for the name of it or even your team's name yet. So maybe have a think about what your group's name is and we can come back to it. But it's just going to be called the Fancy Mansion for now. Late yesterday, you were all there and you received a message via pigeon from a village just under a day's ride away into the mountains, the village you are headed to right now. The message said, "Urgent help required. The villages of Silveridge are asleep and cannot be woken. Didn't see what happened, but think there was some sort of strange rain. Please send your best people." So, whilst small, Silveridge is home to a depleted silver mine, and it's a key stop off even for traders traveling through the mountains. So much of the county around you relies on exports from the east. So if Silveridge falls, this could have further reaching consequences than just, oh no, this small village has been taken out. Luckily for everyone, you are the best people for miles around. You are, in fact, as we've established, professional, seasoned monster slayers from all corners of the land, each with their countless tales of daring do. Maybe we should go round as well and introduce everyone to your title. The words that people, when you walk into a tavern, people are like, "Oh my gosh, it's them." Can we go around and do everyone's titles? Maybe in the same order. We'll start with Daphne.
Wait, I thought we were starting with Tom.
I mean, if you want to hear the amazing
in terms
story.
of like in terms of like who we saw first in the carriage, it was Daphne.
Oh, okay. All right. Daphne is famous for destroying a rotting root lord and their wraith companions. The root lords had been going around destroying groves that these beautiful nymphs and dryads were occupying and like just had ruined several, including Daphne's own, hence why her magic does not work correctly. And she eventually tracked them down and helped destroying them, earning her the name, the Necromantic Nymph.
Amazing. And Hugh?
There was a castle which was absolutely full of vampires, and supposedly the vampire queen. Me and my former party went in to deal with it, only I returned by grappling, to be honest, the queen off the top of the tower, falling onto a very sharp piece of metal and just holding her until the sunlight burned her up. Well, to be fair, the metal went straight through my back and out my front, but less said about that, the better. And thus, they just simply call me Queenslayer. Other people call me the Hound, but please don't call me that, it's very crass.
So far, so not Poppet from Tom.
Oh, I am intentionally making a non-Poppet character. Let me tell you about my dead family. Do you want to hear? No, you don't.
Not today, no. Gar.
Sorry, I have too many tabs open, and I forgot where the mute button and the unmute button was.
Hard relate.
Gar Graveproffer, not his given name, but the name that he renamed himself as he was reborn as a death-dealing monk. He has long been kind of acting, at least in his own mind, as an avatar of life and death, and as someone who comes in when it is time for someone's turn on the wheel to stop. And he is most known, actually, side note, you guys probably would have met him earlier on when he had a much gruffer, deeper voice, but there was some incident with his general neck region, which is why he now has a squeaky voice.
Hate those neck incidents.
But that doesn't stop him from trying to be as scary as humanly possible at every moment. Hence why, no, please don't clean the blood off. But what he is particularly known for is how he got a hold of this magical artifact called the Staff of Fate. Essentially, he was able to defeat a mad wizard who was looking to break loose the barrier between life and death, the realms of life and death, and took it off of him. And he doesn't really know how to use it in terms of like a magical conduit kind of way. So he just uses it to kind of hit people, but it seems to work very well for that. But that is why he is at least self-proclaimed known as the Farrier of Souls, for he takes people who are living and makes them not.
Nice. How does he feel about Hugh?
Yes, how do you feel about me, old man?
I think Gar for as straightforward of a person he is, I feel like is weirdly inscrutable as to why he decides to do the things that he does, other than like, well, it really seems like the people you decide to kill are sometimes the people who you get paid to kill. Interesting. But he always has some reason for it. So as if he is adventuring with you and hanging out with you, you can just kind of take that as at least a tacit endorsement of you as a fellow person who kills people professionally.
Fair enough.
Also, general neck incident.
Well, this is like blimmin' Myth Dranor all over again. Everyone has a neck thing. So Razakil.
I do not have a neck thing. I am Sir Razakil. I am known as the Sapphire Hunter. I once traversed through a vast dungeon and fought a sapphire dragon. Get it? Dungeon, dragon? Yes. Anyway. But yes, I slayed said dragon, and its very essence was absorbed into my cane that I now carry. There are many tales of how I slayed the dragon. Some say I seduced it because I'm a bard, because that's apparently typical. Others say that I snuck up on it like a rogue, and others say I smited it like a paladin, but I like to let people believe whatever they wish.
Very good. And Neri.
So, Neri, I'm just a brewer. Like, let me tell you, this drink that I have, I tried it earlier. It's plain apple, an apple, because match made in heaven, obviously, they both have apple in the name. So this cider, yes. But I suppose you want to know. So, I was doing a bit of plane hopping and wanted to get back home. Couldn't figure that out, but kept bumping into these random creatures. A little bit dark, a little bit deathly, a little bit like nothingy. Anyway, killed them, and well, I guess my god kind of gave me the task of keeping on killing them. So did a bit more plane hopping, did a bit more killing. Stumbled upon a void wraith and killed that too. And yeah, so Neri, a bear of the void, I like to call myself. But sometimes people called me the vanquisher of void wraiths. It's fine.
Nice. Now you might be thinking, dear audience, these are such renowned adventurers. Why have I never heard of them before? Why have they not made their way across to the Sword Coast where all of the other roll together adventures are? And that's because this is a one shot and I didn't want to have to deal with the implications of this. So these are far away. Silveridge and all of these people are very far away. Many days, months ride away from the nearest city that we've ever explored. But they're very famous in their own area, which is why I wanted to, get to know them a little better. So, these wonderful people are in their carriage, their modest, hardworking, sturdy carriage with their grumpy and then very eager to please horses. I wanted to check in, so the rain is falling, it's miserable, it's consistent rain. It's a slow kind of winding path up the mountain. I mean, the horses are making good pace because we've got to get there, we can't dawdle. But they're keeping it a steady pace to make sure that they can get there as efficiently as possible. Is there anything that anyone would want to have prepared ahead of time, given the only thing you know about this is the letter that you received?
How long we got?
Well, the journey itself probably happened so it's late afternoon. You probably headed out at dawn. So you've been in this carriage for a good 8 to 10 hours already. You mean I'm going to allow that you kind of had a little pause, stretched the legs, allowed the numb bum to wear off, and then got back on again.
Thanks, Nat.
Yeah. But yeah, so if there was anything that you wanted to have prepared, say, an hour away, I will allow that you could have done that. Or 10 minutes away, you could probably see the village approaching up the mountain.
So I'm probably going to be like, Gar, now's the time. Promise I won't adjust the blood or anything. Though, I mean, you could just do a little bit, but yeah, good old, yeah. And gives him a slap on the back and cast Death Ward. Just, so you don't join the rest of them on the boat.
Well, I don't think I will oh, excuse me, that wasn't the right voice at all. I don't know why. I heard too many people talking fancy, and then my brain was just like, I am also a fancy talker. Opposite. Oh my God. Now it's just been so thrown off. That's very funny. Gar, I'd imagine this has happened before since we've, been adventuring together. And Gar just kind of nods and it basically says something along the lines of well, I don't really need it. I'm, the death takes me as it will. The mistress death claims me when it is her right. But thank you. Anyway.
But I will accept your gift, thank you.
I will accept your buff, thank you.
Any more for any more?
I begin fiddling and shuffling around a deck of cards that I like to carry around with me. That's about it.
Very good.
Not even magic. Just, I love a game of solitaire.
That you know of.
Yeah.
You don't know what I know, old man.
All right, sass.
I'm the 4th best monster hunter in the land.
Are we accounted in that?
If you refuse to answer.
Right. If there's a Chrissy, you look like you maybe are thinking, pondering.
I don't have anything
That's okay.
is useful in that far in advance. So no, I'm good.
Just keep talking.
Did you want me to slow down time again as we get to 10 minutes away?
No. I don't really have much in the way of buff spells. I'm a terrible support person.
I could just death ward everybody.
If you want to use
spend all those spells.
Please feel free.
I mean, it means it means that the first time I don't have to do very much healing. Because I'll be like, it's fine. You'll come back. No.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll if Ezekiel, like I know sometimes you like to get up close as well. One for you too?
Yes, I certainly do. Yes, I do like to whip around the old cane and bop him upside the head. Yes.
So Neri will his flask. He'll like knock that against your.
Bonk on the head with a bottle.
No, against the sword, and then clap you on the back and cast Death Ward on you as well.
That's a very nice warm sensation. I haven't felt that for a while. Thank you.
I try. Oh, but you know what? You should try this one. Brings out another flask. This one's just ale, but it's good. It's good.
Oh.
I mean, well, I think it's good. You should try it.
I should try it. It's very good. Hand it back.
Oh wow! Not even an attack. I mean, I would have asked for a deception check or a performance check. No, just straight up.
Oh, sorry. Gag reflex.
Wow.
There's a hair stuck in the back of my throat.
That's the last time I ever offer you any bloody drink.
I mean, Neri took psychic damage.
Gar would actually 100% take it though, and you would know this. He is also proficient in brewer supplies. He doesn't do it much, but it's more of like he appreciates a fine ale, even though he doesn't actually physically have to eat or drink anything. He makes an exception for ales and beers and drinks and spirits and such.
I'll pass it to you instead. Like at least someone here
guzzles it.
Yeah.
And Gar is the only person who I would not make a Constitution saving throw for this.
Can I just say that this is a skill that I specifically have?
Oh no, I'm sure it's wonderful, but you know it's potent, right?
Quite.
I've fallen victim to your brewing abilities before. I was just being safe.
I mean, we have time, and there's food.
Actually, funnily enough, you're only a few minutes away now.
It doesn't matter anyway. I finished it all. So,
oh shucks! I'm sorry.
It was good.
I only brought 2 Oh, okay, fine. It's
Is
great.
there another one? I'll have that too.
As you are arguing over this conversation, Daphne and Hugh up front, you can see that the very edges of the village of Silveridge are coming into view. There's a series of little switchbacks just to get you onto flatter ground where the village, sort of high street as it is proper. So there's a couple of buildings. As you're sort of taking the carriage in, the letter itself was addressed from Malgrak, who'd signed it. So as you're coming to the village, you're starting to see houses. They're looking a little bit run down, not gonna lie. These are mostly wood and stone houses. Obviously, it was near a mine. There are sort of little banners and placards on some of the more shop-like buildings that sort of have themes of mining and silver in them. So as you start going through these switchbacks, you go past a house here and a house there, and then the next switchback, it's a row of sort of buildings that are looking in various states of disrepair. And as you turn onto the high street proper, you see a larger building to your left that you can probably make out the sort of, and I imagine you probably would have kind of knocked on the thing to the others so they could look out the windows and see as well. So Neri, you probably recognize the signs of this was probably a tavern before it was completely wrecked. And then further along, the buildings are getting more and more ramshackle. Some are still standing. Towards the far end, there's definitely a few buildings that are still standing and what looks to be a chapel as well. Again, wood and stone all the way along. So you get to maybe about the middle, like halfway along this high street, probably about 150 feet away from the end of it. Like by the chapel, there's another switchback that sort of marks the end of the village where it would go into the mountain pass. And the horses sort of, you bring the horses to a stop and take a look around. It is silent.
It definitely looks like people have been sleeping for more than I'd say is advisable. Surprised they're just calling us now. This whole village looked like it'd been asleep for like 20 fucking years.
Are we sure we're in the right place? Like you say, it's very desolate around here.
You definitely went through an archway that had a sign on it that sort of had a metal chain that's going and it's kind of hanging off. So it's just like one bit of chain holding it on that said Silveridge. Welcome to Silveridge.
I was going to ask, is there like any activity, like obviously no like humanoids or whatever, but like animals or like little squirrels chittering around or whatever the fantasy equivalent of any signs of conscious life?
Make me a
kicking
perception
around?
check.
Definitely took that letter a long time to get to where it needed to be.
Telling me.
It was carried by pigeon.
That explains it.
Oh my gosh. I've used D&D Beyond in so long. Oh no, I rolled very bad. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no.
off to a poor, so a 6.
Aha. Oh, well done.
Again.
I think there's something wrong with your door on the carriage, and you're trying to look out, but actually you're really distracted by just like I can't.
He's just slamming the staff of fate against the door. Just come on.
Each slam just sort of echoes and reverberates.
Can I also make a perception check?
Please feel free.
Thank you. I do have advantage on it, so that's nice.
Gar, stop. We don't want to destroy this carriage too.
15.
15. Yeah, it's real quiet. You do notice, actually, the more you look around, there is a light, not a lot, but there is perhaps a torch sconce lit inside the chapel. There is some light coming from in there. But you can't seem to, like, it's that unnatural quiet of there are no little creatures around.
Slide the hatch back. No wildlife. Light on in the chapel, which isn't good, but there we go. Prepare for ambush.
What was the name on the letter again?
Malgrack.
Malgrack. Why don't we just call for him? Like...
So like for me staring into the hatch was like, well, if you want to bring everything down upon you.
I mean, we're here. The carriage is here. We just kind of array ourselves around it. We've got something against our backs, you know?
Leaning even further. If you get the horses killed, you know Daphne's never going to shut up about
It's
it.
true. I could do them too. No, you know what?
I beg your pardon.
I will allow, if you are concerned about the horses. If you're concerned about the horses, I will allow that behind the sort of the ruins of the tavern, there seems to be like, this is a good spot. We could probably tuck them away while we go and explore further. And the same with the carriage, obviously.
Let's do that. Considering the fact this village is supposed to have a lot of tactical significance, it seems to have been left derelict for a very long time.
When did we get that letter again?
20 years ago, apparently.
yesterday.
What?
Does someone want to make me an intelligence or investigation based check on the buildings?
Do an investigation.
I won't. I'm very bad at it. That's not really Gar's forte.
I've got a +8.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Do you know?
Go for it if you
Go
like.
for it. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sending it to you. Oh no, that was bad.
Oh, dear.
I rolled a 4. So
Oh,
it's
no.
a 12. It's a 12.
Looking at the buildings, the wood and the stone, it looks pretty well kept, apart from the fact that it's broken. Right? So it looks like it's not like plants have grown up around things. It's not like stuff has been rotted away. It looks like this was probably in pretty good nick, but has been destroyed.
Oh, so it's not like it's a carefully curated. This looks like no one's been here for however many years, but like it's been well tended. It's like
you get the feeling like it's you. This is a village of tactical significance, as we've said. If there'd been an issue for 20 years, you'd know about it. In fact, a couple of you may well have come through here once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't have come here specifically because there's not much of interest for you, but you might have come through on your way to somewhere more interesting.
Mm. So it looks like it's been destroyed recently, or yeah. Hmm. Well, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it still looks to be like relatively good nick. Clearly, it's not been that long, but I don't know. Something's destroyed it.
And put everyone to sleep.
But
Well, clearly, one person isn't asleep.
Yes. We haven't seen anybody yet, have we?
Think we gotta go just look around.
Well,
You know how it is. There's always, I mean, let's be honest, there's something weird. Something's gonna jump out at us. That's just how it goes. We've been at it long enough. We get it, We'll be ready.
The rain is continuing to sort of drizzle on you. Any of you that are wearing armor, it's sort of that, gentle tinkling. And there is a sort of a gentle, like, sort of wind through the holes in the houses.
Right. Gonna go back to the carriage and like grab my shield off the carriage floor. Make
You
sure
didn't
I
have
have
it with you?
No,
Got out. I was peering around.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Gar's gonna do the same thing. This will be like the last, like, oh shit. Like you forget we've done it so many times, like, oh, we got to get our shield. And like Gar also like clambers back in and very dramatically like get something out and then puts on a like necklace of skulls as he steps out and is like, okay, let's go.
I didn't actually get out of the carriage. I sort of poked my head out, said what I had to say, and sort of went back in to avoid the rain as much as possible.
I'm imagining just like this little umbrella that you're holding up, just like peering out.
That's what happens when I turn the cane the other way around, and it's an umbrella. It's multi-purpose.
Raz, just get out. I can take care of it later.
Okay, and I'll hop out, and you can see I've got a bit of a limp as I walk with the cane.
When everyone's done, can we please put away the carriage? We're not losing this one.
Yeah. Well, we'll tuck it aside, out of sight. When I'm done doing that, I'm going to cast Barkskin on myself just in case. And you see the rot that's like on her face kind of spread, and so it looks like she's covered in this brown, sort of rotting wood. Yeah. All right, I think I'm ready.
What are you doing? Are you where are you exploring? What are you doing?
Did Hugh point out the church?
I think
The
I pointed
chapel.
out again clearer now everyone's out of the carriage and go light up in that window.
Cool. Are you just gonna head towards it?
Yep.
Seems like the obvious place to start.
Are there any other... As we're walking towards the church, I'd like to have a look around to see if there is anybody potentially spying on us. Any figures in the shadows or anything up high in the mountains or anything like that might be.
Mm-hmm. Are you just looking? Are you just percepting, or are you doing anything fancy to look around?
Just percepting.
Roll me that perception check.
I shall indeed. Let's see if these weary old eyes are any good anyhow. Oh, that was nearly performance.
I shall act seeing you. I shall point at shadows going, I see you.
That was a natural 5, so that's an 18.
God. Oh, well, for an 18. Oh, okay, fine.
No.
Oh, well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
good.
bad at the percepting, so that's a huge jump.
Yeah, I mean, as you're looking kind of up, so as you're walking towards the church, just so you get the lay of the land, the mountain is to your left beyond the buildings, and the slope down is to your right. It's not like a sheer kind of slope. It's not like if you fall off the edge of the road, you're falling forever. It's, it's sort of a gentle zigzag down. This road is probably about 20 foot wide between the buildings. So it's not a hugely spacious high street. So it does have that feeling of everything is slightly cramped and there could be eyes everywhere. I mean, as you look around, you can't really see anything else until you get closer to the church. When you start to hear, you're probably about 20 feet away from the church now. You start to hear a sort of, and it's kind of the sound of feet scraping through gravel, and maybe a
It sounds like we could have an undead issue within the church. Everybody be prepared. Neri, would you like to go in front?
You going to do anything?
Do I have to?
Yes.
We've got your back, Neri.
Literally pushing from the back.
As you get
I mean, I'll go if you don't want to.
We forget how this works. I don't go in first. That's not.
Is there a marching order?
I'll go. Gar will go. Seeing all of
Okay,
this,
well done, Gar.
Gar will go in, and being the most death warded. So
And the horses.
So Gar, and as Gar like finally is like, oh, just get out of the way. He kind of like starts going into, kind of like stealthy mode. And you guys see as he starts moving and starts kind of it starts walking and approaching in a very particular way. You see the air around him shimmer just a little bit. Which again, you guys would have seen before. You would know that is in his wheelhouse thanks to some magic items that he has. But he goes up and tries to stealth and tries to go, let's maybe not go to a door, but like, is there like a window that I can just kind of like do a...
Don't get that far, my darling. What does your little thing do? Sorry, I should clarify.
Your little party trick. What exactly does that do, my boy?
The way you said that in any of the impossible occasions. Thank you very much. So first of all,
What does your little
I'd like a public
radius?
apology.
I said what I said. What?
Lovely little radius.
What does your area effect do?
So it is just my cloak of displacement.
Okay.
So basically, any attacks on me have disadvantage until I'm hit, and I'll be keeping track of that accordingly.
Fine. Okay, but it does not let you see or sense anything.
Well, I still
More
don't
unusually.
love the way that you're saying this, but for different reasons.
That's fine.
No, I have decent passive perception and insight, but no, it doesn't give me any extra senses or anything.
It's okay. I mean, you're all high enough level, and you're all being careful enough that I will allow this thing. This thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up, Nat.
Again, you keep saying things that I don't like for different reasons every time.
I just
Chrissy.
want to point out that my passive perception is 20. So
right,
just say.
Also, I'm incredibly good at smelling things and hearing things.
Mine's 23, if that helps.
Mine is
Like I said,
13.
as you-
Okay, stop whipping out your little things. We're all impressive.
Team,
Lovely team.
if we are rolling perception checks below our passive perception, you need to tell me, because I will up what you get. But from the collective awareness, as you get within 20 feet, 15 feet of the chapel, you realize that the noise that Sir Raz heard was coming from your right, not from the church, but between the two buildings that sort of in the approach to the church. So you all sort of sense like enough to turn around just in time for this 3-foot creature to start shambling out quickly towards you. And you think in the split second that it takes to run over to you, is that a gnome? Or because as it comes around the corner, it does that sort of slow shuffle. And as soon as it makes eye contact with Gar, seeing something up ahead, it shrieks and starts running towards you. But it is still tiny. This little gnome is towards you.
I'm tiny. Just because they're all really huge.
Yeah, all right. Relative size to Neri. In the split second that you get before it gets to you, I will ask you to roll initiative, but this will hopefully be super quick. But also you're like, wait, is that a tentacle on its face? And please roll me initiative.
I rolled real bad.
Same.
I would just like to say that screech that you did sent literal chills down my spine.
Yet another thing that you're saying and doing that I don't like.
Yeah.
I spent enough time with Nat, I'm used to it.
Wow.
Yep, here comes the tentacle monster. Brilliant.
I rolled a 26.
6.
Yeah.
7.
Oh, great.
Wait, I can't find my roll. I think it was either a 6 or a 7.
Oh, team. Am I going to have to drastically reduce that for everything?
That's all right. No, it's the first. It's only one. We're just getting warmed up, you know? Like, we've been at it a little bit, so, like, we're a little creaky, so
we all
be
need
fine.
the toilet.
Why is the old man the
we've been in
fastest?
the cart for a while.
Why did you not take time to go to the loo before you got there? Anyway, Raz, what are you doing as this thing runs towards Gar?
As this thing runs towards Gar, I sort of crack my knee a little bit as I go into a almost crouched position, hand on my cane, and I dash forward. As I pull the blade out of the cane, this thunderous sound echoes around me, and I slash towards said creature.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to attack it. That is a 23 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
That is going to be... Ooh, that is 10 points of slashing damage and 11 points of thunder damage.
You're attacking with your sword, was it?
Yes.
Yes, good.
The Dragon's Wrath weapon.
I mean, it's only a wee little thing. You slice this thing in twain straight away. Just completely gone. You did thunder damage though as well. Is that an area effect or is that just?
No, it's just on that creature. If I roll a 20, just not a natural 20, but if my end result is a 20 on a hit, then I do thunder damage to targets near it. Mm-hmm. So that would class as area, I suppose.
As Rezekiel hits with this, you do get this that echoes out, and it does echo around the town somewhat.
You were complaining about me about announcing ourselves.
Noted.
The creature immediately is on the floor, sort of. Where were you aiming to? Were you trying to hit downwards, across the belly, just stab? What was the type of attack?
Slash across the stomach to try and cut it in two, and then hopefully the thunder damage will then just disintegrate the rest of the body.
Oh, you want to disintegrate the body?
If I can. If the thunder damage doesn't do that, then it doesn't do that.
Sure. I mean, you don't get to investigate it now, but sure.
Again, I'm like, come
no,
on!
it's too late. The slice goes through. You see guts start to flail out, but as the thunder damage hits, everything starts to disintegrate from the center outwards, and you all clearly get a look as this thing is being completely disintegrated of the tentacle that's on its face, just kind of flailing out, and then it just turns to cinders. And everything is silent again.
What was that?
Nope.
Well, we're never going to know now, are we? Because you evaporated it.
Oh, I didn't realise we wanted to keep it intact. Sorry. I didn't fancy it jumping on Gar's face.
We need to investigate these things. The better knowledge we have, the more we can work things out.
The chapel doors fly open, and a dwarf in robes stands there, hands raised, ready to cast magic. What?
We are...
Are you... Oh, the heroes we sent for. Oh, thank goodness. Quick, inside. Come with me.
Yep, we sure have a team name.
Sure is that team name that you've come up with.
Fancy mansion.
I was going to say.
Quick.
It's actually a name that has a lot of like arcane power to it, but it just doesn't come out well in common. And
right,
so
you can't say it. It's impronounceable.
Yeah, like the summoning names, like you don't tell people your real name.
Exactly.
That kind of thing, yeah.
So you're like team...
Right.
It's more so like at the end.
Yes, 100% that.
But we're going to ask you to be the one to say it.
Thank goodness.
Yep, that's us.
Yep, that's us. What you said. Mm-hmm.
Pleasure.
Could you write it down? Absolutely not.
Not in common. No.
No, again, yeah.
Abyssal, maybe.
Arcanely, we're actually not able to.
I mean, I do speak Abyssal, so it must be.
I speak all languages.
Do you go inside the chapel?
I sheath my cane and I begin hobbling up again, and I just look down to everybody else and go, I thought that was a rather good strike myself. And I've been hobbling
I thought it was really cool.
It's excellent. And just
gonna be honest,
not what we needed.
Who gives a fuck about research?
Yes,
yeah,
who does?
Exactly.
You know what?
Correct.
We've got someone to ask. So
quick, come inside. Did you see one of them?
I don't know what it was.
For a moment.
I just flake some of the dust off my shoulder.
Okay, well, inside. Hopefully there won't be... hopefully they didn't hear that.
I think everything did.
I think it did.
As you go inside, he will close the door behind you and drop down a barrier. As you enter the chapel, you see that it is lit by a couple of torch sconces. There are more torch sconces, but they look like they've long burnt out. Inside, initially, you look at the space. You see the space itself. You take it in. It's probably the kind of multi-faith chapel that you've seen before across Faerun. There's sort of little shrines to various different gods around everywhere, especially those gods of trade and nature as well, mining, crafting. They have a particular focus, but there's also sort of spaces where this is like if you need to go and do a little ritual, feel free. In terms of, so there's the symbology of lots of different people, but not any one specific that it seems to be focused on. It is this stone and wood. It's quite a large space. Most of the floor has been taken up. Benches have been moved to the side. Stools have been moved to the side. Careful to avoid knocking over any shrines or anything like that. But on the floor, laid out on blankets, towels, rugs. Occasionally there's a cushion. There are just bodies of various different races, all sort of lying, just looking in gentle repose. And Malgrak, for 'tis he, says, I'm so glad you made it here. They still haven't... I've not been able to revive them or wake them.
Are they dead or?
No, not as far as I can. They all have and we'll go over and double check. No, they have a pulse.
How long have they been like this?
Well, a couple of days. I sent you the pigeon as soon as it happened, but yes, it was the day before yesterday. There was I was inside. I didn't see what happened. There was this terrible noise. It just went straight through your head, and when I came out, everyone in the street was just asleep on the floor. It looked like it had been raining, but I'd not seen any rain before that day, and it wasn't raining at the time. Everything was wet.
Were you alone in here?
Yes.
Also, Gar is a very suspicious person by nature, a former gambler, so very good at trying to read people and their tells, especially when they're lying. And has very high passive insight, but is like immediately very suspicious, or like trying to read or suss out this person's kind of like motivations and truthfulness.
Feel free to roll me an insight, and if your passive is higher, you're free to use that.
May I roll an insight check as well as I look over just to see how truthful he is being in his potential performance?
I got a 28.
I rolled a natural 1 for a 14.
While they're speaking to him, can I go over to one of the bodies and either do a medicine or a nature check to try and if I remember anything in the natural world that would cause this, if I remember any rains?
We'll get to that in a second.
Help with that when that happens?
We'll get to that in a second. So Raz, you look at him and it's hard to tell. You guess he must be telling the truth. He seems pretty sincere and pretty panicked about this whole situation. Gar, this guy is terrified. He is telling you the truth. He genuinely does not know what's going on. You get the feeling that he's been trying to do his best, but he is now alone. Obviously, the next nearest village is a day's ride away. That's where you came from, and you came as quick as you could. So you get that he's straight of intentions.
Yeah, and can I also ask, how rough a shape does he look in? Both, obviously he's going through a lot, but in terms of has he been awake for a bit? What's his experience been, if I can tell from that roll too?
You can tell from that roll he looks exhausted. Maybe mechanically. Bags around the eyes. He looks that slight wired nature. You get the sense that he's been sort of constantly nursing these people and checking in on them and seeing if there's been anything going on. I have started to hear noises outside. A couple of the people that I've brought in here, they were the majority that were affected by this phenomenon. There were a few, their families who weren't involved still seem to be awake. Their families insisted that they took them back to their own places. I've not seen them, other than well, yesterday I left the church briefly to not yesterday, excuse me, DM brain. This morning, I left the church briefly to go outside and try and find some more food. And I came across something quite frightening.
Yes. What are those? What's that?
I don't know. It seemed to be. It seemed to be one of the villagers that I had believed was one of the ones that was asleep. I thought their family had taken them away. It was Sophia. She was one of the tavern girls, and she was walking, but it was not her. Something had changed about her. She was disfigured somehow. I don't know. I ran back into the church. I wanted to protect everyone in here. I'm not proud of myself, but I locked the door. I heard banging for quite some time on the door. And then eventually it stopped.
Little gnome, tentacles coming out of her face.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
You saw her
We'll
as
look
well?
out for her.
Okay. Roll a deception check.
Side eye.
I don't think we sent a little gnome girl anywhere.
Side eye flicks the opposite direction.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's an 18.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, how would I do this? No,
We're very experienced adventurers. We know how to lie to people to cover our asses for accidentally murdering something.
In a hole.
We're very good at this.
Daphne and Flanir, do you want to have a look at the people sleeping?
Mm-hmm. Please.
I'm just doing the help action.
Okay, sorry. I should give you instructions on that. I was expecting a roll, and I was like, I've not told them what to roll. I'm awake.
Oh.
Yeah, do you want to maybe some kind of, you can do investigation, you can do a nature check if you like, medicine check if you like.
If you'll allow me nature, I'll do nature because that's the only one I'm any good at. That is a 16.
With advantage?
Oh, am I allowed to guide myself as a druid?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh wait, I'd have to. Well, I guess my bark's gonna probably already be gone, so I'm gonna guide myself.
I think I can do that for you. I can guidance you instead. Well, I guess that would stop me from giving you advantage. It depends. What's better?
I'll guide myself. It's okay. So I'll roll again. That's better. 15 plus 6, and then add, what is it, a D4? Yes. I know how to play D&D. This is great. That is 24 total.
Great. Yeah, you get the feeling that, what specifically, remind me again, what specifically are you trying to glean from this?
Just, do I recognize anything that might cause this? Do I recognize if this is like a natural sleep? He mentioned the rain that happened. Like, have I heard of any phenomena like that? Just, does anything ring a bell?
Yeah, there's probably, especially with your sort of dryadic nature, you've probably maybe heard of some rainstorms that maybe in the Feywild, there could be rains that make people go into a dream state. This doesn't feel like it because they usually last a while, whereas this, it sounded like the priest was talking about everything was wet, but it wasn't raining earlier and it wasn't raining when he went outside. So maybe he's on the wrong track with it being rain. It doesn't quite check out for you. In terms of the bodies, so when you're looking at them, they do seem to be breathing. You can see the eyelids sort of moving as if people are sort of in that unconscious, like REM sleep. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily, like, obviously, like prodding, shaking, they're not waking up, but you don't get the sense it's a magical sleep.
I was going to cast it to magic. Never mind.
Well, this isn't a magical sleep. I'm not overly certain. You said it was wet. Was it like, did you actually touch anything? Are you sure it was like water?
Only. No, I admit I didn't do my own investigation into. Well, when I carried everyone in and they were damp. It felt like I mean, if it was rain, it was pretty intense rain. It wasn't just a light damp.
It'd be like a hear me out. What if it's like there's a time thing? Time stopped. Something happened. Wet happened. Anything there? Huh?
That could be. It's beyond my magical abilities to have to detect that, I'm afraid.
Have you checked any of their how to put this kindly? Have you checked any of their orifices for any sort of blood? Maybe an entry wound of some sort?
Only arms, legs, stomachs, nothing that I could see.
Ears, mouths, noses?
I checked all of their butts.
Every single butt.
Yes, butts as well. It has been known to happen if it's what I think it is.
No, I felt entirely improper.
Did everybody who was touched by the rain fall into this sort of sleep, or was it only select people?
No one who was awake still after it happened saw it happen.
I mean, that's pointing out that's rain, correct? That's not the same.
No. That is rain as I know it. Yes.
Yes. Right.
I have a feeling that this could be. What were those creatures that we fought that one time? The things with the squid-like things. What were they called again? I can't remember.
Raz, you know that doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah.
No,
they
it
all
doesn't.
have tentacles and
Some description.
It's all.
No, the ones that on the heads and the illitids.
That's the one. Is it? Could it be those?
I'm sorry. The what?
Can I make like a Monster Hunter
worries.
history check? Because I get advantage for this sort of thing where I'm like, okay, let's just flash back to when we...
Flashback.
Also, can I just check, how much silver is there in this chapel?
Decorative. There's maybe a couple of goblets here and there. There's a couple of god symbols that are made out of silver.
Cool. For absolutely no reason, I'm not going up that end.
That's a good point, actually, Hugh. There was probably silver over the doorway.
Yep. Nope. Yep.
Were you okay coming in?
Why would I not be okay? Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
To be fair, Malgrak did say, come, enter quickly.
I got a 28 on my history thing for Silveridge. Let's focus on that.
Good. Do you want to make me just a little constitution check?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind. That was a nat 1 for 6. I'm going to just sit down for a bit. Fine.
Hugh has been having a terrible time, and I love that you've all been like very seriously chatting with this priest and investigating the bodies, but Hugh has been in the corner just going. Is there a problem with your friend? And then out of like Hugh, that check was great. So you get the feeling that so Raz is probably on the money with this. Like the tentacle that you think, oh wait, the gnome that we had tentacles, but it was not quite. There's definitely something there.
I think I reach into my coat, pull out a journal I had from that, and sort of shove it across the room. I'm on the right page. I'm just going to deal with this. You read my notes.
I'll pick his book up to give it to the priest, and I'll just say to him, I believe the phrase that we've penned it as is edgelording, and I hand it over to him.
I would know.
I will allow the rest of you to start flicking through the notes. Raz, I will give you, even though you rolled the nat 1 for your Constitution saving throw, you did roll so high with the history check that I think it balances out. There's something in your head, and it takes you a little while because you're really struggling to concentrate. But there's something about, yes, you did fight Illithids that one time, and you went. Did you go and? Yes, you went down and you saw the nest and the way that they were working and the way that they transformed the way that they transformed their victims into other mind flayers, but it takes a few days, but it works properly, and something is not quite right here. And as you are trying to figure this out, and the rest of you start flipping through the pages, Daphne, you're still leaning over one of the bodies. Mm-hmm. Can you please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can make it, but I can't make it. That was a 5.
Oh no!
I'm gonna have to adjust everything because you're all rolling so terribly.
Yeah.
I like to think that it clicks for me just as this is about to happen. Like my head snaps up. I'm like, wait, and then.
And as Hugh shouts, wait, Daphne, the body that you are leaning across suddenly, you've not actually noticed because you were looking at the face, but the hand had started twitching. But everyone else was looking at this journal, so they missed the twitch. But what you did notice was when the torso started also twitching as well. And as you lean over the body going, what is this? The jaw makes a terrible crack. And out of the jaw, a tentacle bursts and wraps itself around your neck. And that's why we're going to get a break.
Oh no!
We'll see you at 5:10, everyone!
We are delighted to be sponsored by HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. HeroForge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We are proud to be sponsored by Alchemy RPG. Reimagine your gaming experience with Alchemy. They're focused on creating immersive cinematic experiences everywhere you interact with tabletop role-playing games. playing a game, creating a world, streaming, watching live games, discovering new content. Look at all the cool stuff that they are doing there. You can use environmental motion art, scene-based music, seamless character management to run your games over the internet, with upcoming features including homebrew content, streaming overlays, and spectator mode. So go and check out alchemyrpg.com.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We are also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep. Take your team of warriors on a quest spanning the Forgotten Realms, all on your mobile. Power up your teams with items, work with your guild to defeat hordes of enemies, and test your mettle in the arena. And to make all of that work, you need gems. As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop !WOW gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at, or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying. You're a DM. You've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets and ! Characters in Twitch chat below.
Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
everyone, and welcome back to Roll Together, the Sleepers of Silveridge. We have been... Chrissy's face.
It's just Chrissy.
We've been having soup chats in the break, so I hope you also had some lovely soup chats.
I hope you two have spoken about soup in these off times.
Even just to yourself. Just holding a tin and like, oh, delicious.
Soup. I love thee. Anyway, we've been exploring Silveridge, and it's not been going so well for this little village. There's been some mysterious rain. Lots of people have been asleep for a couple of days, and they're in the chapel with a dwarf who's trying his best, dang it, but just doesn't know. And you turned up and you obliterated a tiny gnome that had a tentacle face. And have now gone to investigate the other people who are sleeping and have just put together, wait, hang on, tentacles, maybe this could be mind flayers. And then one of the sleepers of said Silveridge, Daphne was leaning over and inspecting just in time for it to start twitching and writhing, and its face exploded and a tentacle burst out to grab Daphne.
Good and fine.
Daphne, you did make a dexterity saving throw, but it was not that great.
Yeah, I rolled one. I did not make it.
Dexterity saving throw.
This does kind of count as a surprise round, but I'm going to ask everyone to roll initiative.
If it's better this time.
Rolling. Yeah, right?
It's a nat 20. Why have I wasted that?
And look, in D&D Beyond has auto-filled it for me. This is amazing.
I have rolled the opposite end of the scale this time. I rolled a 2, so that's a 10.
Oh,
well,
that's
better than a nat 1 that I got. I hate this town and its stupid silver mine.
Is anybody in chat keeping track of the amount of nat 1s that we've rolled?
You're just grumpy
I think
because
we're
you have
on
a headache.
at least 3.
You say that as blood just pours out of my mouth. Right. Like, yeah, a little bit grumpy.
Yeah. Gigan Gar knows. He gets it.
Has Neri rolled a nat 1 today?
No, but a lot of sub-10s.
But okay, that's fine. I was going to say, because you're halfling, you cannot.
Oh, no. That's a good point. I keep forgetting to do the lucky thing, but I get, yeah.
I level 1 shots. There's a lot, to remember.
It's like, oh no.
A lot to forget.
Wait, did you get bountiful luck as one of your
Yes,
points?
I did.
Okay.
So
it's good to remember that for everyone.
Wait. Oh yeah, I can do that as many times.
I will benevolently allow you to use your reaction to allow Hugh to roll his nat 1 again, without it using your reaction in turn.
Okay,
I'm generous like that.
Thank you. Appreciate. Much love.
I mean, it's a 6, but...
Oh, dear. I can't help you there.
For a total of?
Nope, 6. Free and free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the
I'm having an allergic reaction. I need my EpiPen. I left it in the carriage.
Oh, hun. There we go. There, we found the puppet. It was Tom all along.
Surprise!
Okay, so for the surprise round, this sleeper, this person in front of you, I've not actually defined them very well. There are about 20 bodies in here of different races and sizes. I'm gonna, for fairness, Daphne, I'm gonna say the one that you were looking at was an average human. Or was, until their face exploded. I would like you, please, Daphne, to tell me if a 26 will hit you.
No. Yes. Yes, that hits. That hits so hard.
God,
So this
I do
tentacle...
I do that all the time as a DM. I'm like, oh, does this 47? Does that hit? And then now I'm a player, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So this tentacle is going to wrap around your neck. Okay, this is going to do. How do I? Oh, I've not buttonized this. Okay. This is fine. This is. Nah, reaching for die. Okay. Okay. Holy moly. Okay, that is going to do 35 psychic damage as it wraps around you. and you feel this pulse come through the tentacle into your brain. Can you please make me an intelligence saving throw?
Oh no!
Making intelligence my dump stat was not a good idea, huh? Is this a charmed thing or no?
No.
No. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, 23.
Oh,
I couldn't
God.
see the dice that went behind my previous roll.
Great. This is good. You are not stunned. You are grappled. Good. That was the surprise round. The surprise round continues with actually a couple more of the bodies start to twitch and start to get and tentacles start to explode out amongst the rest of the bodies around you.
Very World War Z kind of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Neri, what would you like to do?
Can I set it all on fire? Is that an option?
Do you have an ability to do that?
I mean, I do, but like, no. I will be like, and can I? What is the rule on doing a shove? A shove.
With
like,
what, with a shield?
Would it? As it, I want to try and get this. No, with the brain. Whether I can try and get this creature off of Daphne.
Are you? You can literally try and grapple it off. You can make a strength saving throw, a strength check.
No, I mean, can I telekinetically shove this creature?
Interesting,
off
because
of
you
Daphne?
have the telekinetic shove ability. Good. Okay, this might be Nat needs to read the rules, or maybe one of
you
the
learn to
other
do
more
things with your mind,
experienced DMs.
granting you the following benefits.
Okay.
Increase your intelligence, wisdom, blah, blah, blah. You learn the Mage Hand cantrip. As a bonus action, you can try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When you do so, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be moved 5 feet toward or away. A creature can willingly fail the save. So I'm wondering if I can just be like, no.
It has grappled Daphne by the neck.
But is it like
So-
they have to do a strength saving throw to hold on? Kind of
I
thing?
think it would be a strength saving throw to, because it would be grappled around the neck, and it'd probably be it's not a strength saving throw to not be moved, but if it was moved, Daphne would go with it.
Okay.
Unless, Nathan, did you want to process?
Totally, it is totally up to you. You are the DM, and these are strange alien creatures that can do any number of things. I think technically forced movement breaks grapples, but these are also long, horrific alien tentacles. And it seems reasonable to me that they would just be able to hold on. So
also, we're continuing weird neck stuff, so...
Right, yeah.
You get a weird neck. You get a weird neck.
Now you've got a
It's
cool
weird neck
scar.
stuff. So I think all are valid, again, especially with horrific alien creatures.
I would be concerned at the risk of Daphne also getting dragged by the shove.
Okay. I won't do that.
You could try and pull it off.
I'm just gonna see if I can give it. I don't usually do this. So Neri kind of comes up close and it's just like trying to whack the tentacled creature on the head, like as in a let her go type situation.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Would you like to make? Are you attacking? Or are you trying to?
Oh, I'm attacking.
Yes, great.
That is a 24.
That will hit. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That is not very much damage. It does 5.
Okay.
But it's more of a like let go type thing.
Sure. It does not seem perturbed at the moment. I want to say, I'm afraid.
I'm like,
It's kind of hanging on.
You know, I should have just told it to let go. I'm gonna see if I could do this. And like, oh, one doesn't. Spiritual weapon. I'm going to cast. I will casting of the spiritual weapon. At where has it gone? Why does it never do the thing? Okay. And then I'm going to do that. That is a 20 to hit, not nat.
Yes, that will hit. What does your spiritual weapon look like, by the way?
It's like this massive tankard.
Nice. Just like crashing it over the head.
Yeah, you know, one of those like really, really sturdy tankards that's just like, like a nice glass one that, you know, that like would typically like fucking shatter somebody's skull, but nah.
Amazing. Yeah, please roll damage on that.
Yes. Oh, why did it? It didn't roll the. Yeah. Sorry. I cast it at level. I cast it at third level. It didn't do the thing. Sadly.
I saw the damage pop up, I think.
Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't do the extra thing. Okay, I'll just write another one because it didn't do it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That is doesn't matter. It was a 8 in total.
Okie dokie.
The spiritual weapon is cast. It is floating.
Oh, right, let me type. Yeah. Marvelous. Cool. So your spiritual weapon that follows you. No, you can tell it where to go, right? Or it doesn't.
It's currently like whacking this this on the head to just be like, let her go.
Let her go. Very good. Are you sticking with Daphne, or are you going to use any of your movement?
How many of these things are right next to us?
So this I'm gonna lay it down for you folks.
Yeah.
This is one creature. All 20 of them is one creature. So technically you're next to about 4 or 5, like within range.
Ah, shit.
But it's all one thing.
Okay. So we're inside. It's.
You're on the edge of glory.
Mm-hmm.
And also
okay.
So well, you're welcome to move or stick with what you're doing.
I move.
Okay. I'm going to allow that they well, actually, they will take a reaction, but they're all lying down, so it's going to be with disadvantage to sort of limply flail at you. Yes, good. Does a where? Oh my goodness, where is the thing? I'm assuming a 6 does not hit you,
no.
So you're okay. You are not opportunity attacked.
Relief.
You're all good. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, I did my bonus action, and run the fuck away.
Good. Are you heading towards the entrance of the church?
I might get some height, maybe. Is there like a thing that I can climb up on that is like taller than I am? Obviously.
I mean, there's a couple of shrines in there. I don't know how you feel, cleric, about climbing on a shrine. It's not your god.
I don't know. Not a pew. Not like a.
I mean, they're not really. They're not particularly high. A pew.
I don't know. I'm just going to run somewhere where I have a little cover.
Sure. I mean, you could be like, if you go outside the door of the church, it's still like under an awning, and you can kind of peer in away from these things.
Yeah. I'm gonna run outside and like not pay attention to anything else, but looking inside.
Okay. Gar, you are up next.
Oh, it begins now. So Gar is going to. So is there still one on Daphne?
Yes.
Okay. He is going to charge up, and as he is moving, he moves very quickly. He moves 60 feet around if he wants to. Actually, he just always does. And so he just like zooms right next to Daphne, and as he does, he's like, "Daphne, what did you do?" And then just rears back one of his huge like clawed hands, like all the way back. Like I'm imagining like Pacific Rim. Do you remember like the crazy punching robot?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just like huge, massive uppercut, holding the Staff of Fate, and is going to do like a lot of attacks against this creature.
Mind her face.
We'll see.
Hugh sits grumpily in the corner in pain.
17 to hit.
That will hit.
Great. 13 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to attack for a second time. 25 to hit.
That will hit.
That is 11 points of damage.
Nice.
And then, you know what? Just for funsies, is going to spend some ki to do some more punches and kicks. Do some flurry of blows, just to keep absolutely smacking away at this creature.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. Oh, also, because I hit on a bludgeoning attack, it's hard to play a level 18 character. I hit an attack that does bludgeoning damage. So I also can use like the force of the punch to physically knock the creature back 5 feet. I don't know about its like ability to like drag Daphne. So I'm just gonna say that Gar just assumes he will be able to knock it off because that's what he does.
Okay.
And then just whacks it and then drags her 5 feet, unfortunately.
Okay. Daphne, would you like to make me a little Constitution saving throw?
Just rips your friends out.
yay.
Hooray, heroes!
Oh no!
That is a 6.
Oh dear.
I'm
can
ready
I-
to
can
stop
I-
you all rolling at all.
Can I just be like, Daphne, try again?
How far away are you? Because you're outside.
Well, I mean, how far is outside? I can only move 25 feet, so
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I'm
that-
within
okay.
25 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the majority of the floor of this chapel was taken up by these sleepers. There's not much room else in it than these people.
Okay, so I'm like, try again, Daphne.
Does she get to try
Yeah,
again?
sorry, that was my bountiful lag.
Right, great.
You're just yelling at her, like, do it again. You're like, I can't. You're like, you should.
Daphne
I
didn't
would
roll
recommend
a
it.
1.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Only works. Or did you roll a 1?
Oh no, I rolled a 3.
Okay, then don't worry.
okay.
I can't
Oh,
help you.
Oh no!
I can't help you.
And the second roll was so good.
Oh
I'm so
no.
sorry. I think though. So So how I'm going to play this though? I think the con saving throw was for you to not get pulled along. So you did. It probably should have been a strength. Would it have made a difference?
Not
Very
in a
beefy.
positive way.
Yeah, sorcerer and
Yeah.
druid, I'm sure.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is, Daphne, you are going to get pulled prone next to this thing, but you can make a dexterity saving throw to try and use that pull to wriggle out. But you might take some damage from the initial like neck because it was on your neck.
Yes.
That is a 21, so I'm gonna try to pull away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Can you please take 6 points of, I don't know what, choking damage as you were pulled back.
Chrissy.
Now, Chrissy.
It's the wrong person to tell that.
To be fair, she has been choking herself for the last 10 minutes if you watch the video. So.
Behaved until it was explicitly said.
Only going to get worse from here. Good. Okay, so you are free from this tentacle for now. Good. Guard, did you have anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Oh, I have many other things that I'd like to do.
But
Gar
do you have the actions or bonus actions to do them though?
Oh, I have them.
Okay.
Oh, I have them. Gar, seeing that he has also just like sort of knocked Daphne loose, but also sort of just like sent her careening 5 feet backwards, is like, sorry and you're welcome. And then just like after punching this thing and it's down on the ground, is going to take one of his huge fists and just slam it down twice in a flurry of blows on this creature that is on the ground. Is it prone technically?
Yes, they are all technically prone.
Ooh, that's some advantage then. That's great news. Did that roll with advantage? You're supposed to shift click? Is that right? Is that correct?
If you're on the screen, you should. There might be I'm doing it on my iPad, so it's a press and swipe.
Well, either way, I'll just assume that it did. Does a 19? Oh, can you right click?
Yes.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Cool. 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I'm gonna do it one more time. Roll with advantage. Oh, it definitely has not been rolling with advantage the whole time. That's fine. Yeah. 22 to hit.
That does hit. I'm gonna throw this out there for all of you. Big group. Let's put it out there. It's a horde. They're not particularly dexterous. The AC is heckin' low, so you're probably gonna hit every time.
Excellent. 14 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Great.
I assume so. They're all one creature. So like focusing one of them is not going to do anything. Yes and no. I can explain it if you really want, but it's a bit dull. No, I just have things that when I kill creatures, like reduce them to 0 HP, certain things happen. So
right,
I will just be like,
here.
Yeah, if something happens, I will know, and if not, then I don't need to worry about it. I'll just keep punching things to death.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I think that is the end of my turn. So he just comes in just like a freight train and just absolutely knocks the shit out of the thing that was grappling Daphne, and then just like, all right, get out of the way.
Are you gonna stay there, or are you gonna move?
He's gonna stay there.
Okay. All right. It is the Horde's turn next. So they are going to. Okay. Is that on the? The Horde is going to start all writhing and slowly get to their feet. And you notice like not all of them have sort of face exploded. Some of them it's like their neck has exploded with a tentacle. Some of them the tentacle has come out of like the shoulder instead. Something has gone very wrong with this Ceramorphosis. There's a couple of them that had the classic alien like chest burster, and where there's a couple of tentacles coming out as well. All of the eyes are sort of, the ones that are remaining are sort of dead behind the eyes and sort of not quite looking at you, but looking in your general direction. And you just all hear this communal shriek from all of them across the entire group, which is then undertoned by something else, a different noise that you feel like is not here in this room, but you also kind of feel it in your head, in your soul. It's like kind of boing, like War of the Worlds kind of noise that happens the same time as all of them shriek. They are going to, seeing Gar has done all this damage, the ones that are closest are going to reach out, and they're also going to try and grapple you.
They have disadvantage on any attacks until they hit me.
That's fine.
Shimmery.
Actually, they are not the ones that need to do it. I imagine you'll be okay, but please can you make me a strength or a dex saving throw?
I would like to do a dexterity saving throw, wouldn't you know it?
That's fine.
20.
You are fine. You manage to sort of duck underneath, like the arms that come flailing towards you, and you're okay. Then they and like another one to the side is going to try and just attack you at disadvantage. That's a 10.
Certainly not.
No.
Almost halfway.
And that's a nat one. So it's very ineffectual. Like they've only just stood up, poor babies. They don't know what they're doing with their limbs yet. It's kind of ineffectual, slapping at your face.
Gar is just extending one of his very long arms and like doing the like forehead thing, and they're just
No. Yeah, very much so. Good. That was their turn. Ezekiel.
How far is Daphne sort of in the horde at the moment, or is she a little
still on the edge?
Still on the edge. Okay, well, I can see that she is grasping her throat after taking a good choking, so I'm going to move over to her. I'm going to grab her by the shoulder, and I'm going to say, I think it would be well advised if you come with me. I'm going to draw my cane, and I'm going to slash into the midair, and you'll watch as this doorway opens, and you can see outside, and I go to walk through it, trying to bring Daphne with me as I cast Dimension Door.
Are you resisting Daphne, or are you going with?
Well, I guess I'm going with, yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but please.
No, it's fine. No, it's all good. I'm going. But I'm like glaring at Gar the entire time, like, no, you move out of the... Bye.
Great. You dimension door out. Where are you going?
We're going right out into the foyer, the courtyard area, just outside where the church is, sort of at the bottom of the steps that lead up into it. And then I'll turn around and I'll be like, come on, let's go.
Good. Are you doing anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Okay. Hugh, it is your turn.
Sort of made eye contact with the priest, and I'm like, just
get out. It is time.
I'm like,
we could try and shut them in if we're quick enough.
Okay, you also get out of here.
I will on my turn.
What a bizarre thing to say, Padre, but noted.
Oh, wait. Nat seems to have lost me on the initiative tracker. Hang on.
God. I hate it when our gods abandon us.
You carry on. I'll figure this out.
My god literally has no eyes, so often doesn't see where I am. As I sort of... this is all happening as I'm getting up, walking out of the door. I sort of bite down into the back of my hand, so there's blood, and just sort of start rubbing it on the crossbow. Hey, Blood Hunter. So that is me doing my crimson ritual, and the crossbow starts sort of sparking with electricity.
Nice.
As I'm walking, sharpshooter. This is very much, I'm just almost like shooting over my shoulder twice.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, so that's a nat 20. So
nice.
if I take that away, so that's 2d10, and so 24. Add the d10, so 24 piercing. And 12 lightning, and I also take necrotic damage. I take 8 points of necrotic damage from casting my spell. So that's my first attack.
Oh, Blood Hunter.
Also, then sharpshooter. So does take that away. Does an 11 hit?
Yes, it does.
Great. So
there's so many options to hit that you just fire in that general direction. You'll hit one.
Very blasé. 15 piercing and 4 lightning.
Great.
At which point I'm now join the others, just like with a bloody hand.
The horde is already, like, it's only just stood up, but you've definitely thinned it out already to start with. Great. Do you do anything else? You leaving as well? Did you say?
As I said, just sort of like I'm doing this as I'm walking through there. When I walk through the door, just going, ouch. Hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Daphne, it is now your turn.
I'm going to. Like, how far away from the chapel am I now?
It depends where Raz left you. I think you're still in the entranceway, right?
We're just at the bottom of the stairs leading up into where the main entranceway is.
Okay, cool. So I can still see inside, and like, how far? If I have a range of 60 feet on something, can I get to a few of the creatures?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because they're only like 25 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna do ones that are like I'm doing a 10-foot radius, and I want Gar just outside of it. Like I want it to like go up to his feet. Okay.
Like passive aggressively, just like I
Yeah, I'm
could have got
imagining
you.
Gar having to like lift a foot up to get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you move, and I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Wither and Bloom.
Nice.
And so that is 3d6 necrotic damage. That is 9 damage. And yeah.
You healing yourself with that bloom?
Wait, what? Oh yeah, I can't die.
Fix your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably will. So I'll roll a hit dice to heal one of my things.
The whole point of Wither and Bloom.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. I regained 4 damage. 4 healing. Great. So my neck looks a little better.
So bruised.
And I'm getting the feeling that we're gonna have to fight something else. I'm not gonna use my bonus action to do anything.
Excuse me? Was this metagaming? In my one shot?
They're screaming everywhere, so I mean...
Your neck wound reopens.
And, again, we're level 8 to 18 adventurers. There's always something, right? There's always an extra
You
person.
said we heard something else,
Right,
and then and we're told to get out, so we're getting out. I'm out. I can't do much. I'm just. That was a passive aggressive attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've all made it to the entranceway. Gar, you're still inside with the.
I am, but I'm very
flare.
fast, so
Okay,
I'm not
fine.
too worried about getting out.
Fine. Malgar is gonna look at everyone and sort of look at you and be like, "Quick, yes, time to leave." And also run out. Malgar is gonna turn and look back at the horde and is going to, in a panic, is going to cast Flame Strike at the horde in the center of it.
He's a very good cleric. Oh, okay.
He's middling. He's definitely not as good as you. This is probably
He's doing what I'm gonna do.
Who is that?
I was gonna say Gar's a very good cleric.
Yeah.
Right, so they need to make a dexterity saving throw. They're great at that. This whole horde, they are going to. Oh, actually, that was a double 18. Well done, team. They actually succeed. Somehow, I think it's thinned out enough that there's a bit of space for them to sort of stumble aside. So they are going to take halved. 1, 4, 6. So that's 16 fire damage. Well done, Malgrak. You go, hun. and the same radiant. Oh no, halved. So it's 8 fire damage. And 3, 4, 10, 2. And then 6 radiant damage. So they actually heal the horde. 2 points there. Now we're balanced. Great. It's all going swimmingly. And then he's going to slip outside with the rest of you. It is now. So as you're all outside the doorway, you can see the horde are starting to, they've not moved yet, but they look like they are ready to start piling through the doorway, like running towards you and try and pile through the doorway. With your focus on the horde, remind me who, other than Gar, who is inside, who's got high passive perceptions?
23.
Just that slow
20.
hand raise. 20, 23. You, from a distance, you hear a flap of wings, and you turn around. It's almost in slow motion, like just in time, you turn around to see rising above the nearest ridge of the mountain, a dragon. But this is a dragon not quite like one you've ever seen before. Its skin is a kind of purpley, bluey, grey color. It seems to have tentacles protruding from a giant mound on its back. And it looks at you with a glee in its eyes. And from behind you, inside, and just all around you, Gar, well, they're not surrounding you technically, but around you, the horde that is remaining. As one, you all hear it in your heads.
Welcome, treasures. Join the horde of Kuthintai.
And the dragon takes a great flap of its wings. You hear that boing noise again. And it's gonna swoop down and open its mouth. And what you might expect to be some kind of flame or acid or ice kind of attack, as it descends down towards you and rushes you, those of you who are in the doorway of this chapel. First of all, I would like you all to make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw, please.
Does that include me inside?
Yes.
I'm good if it does. But...
Oh no, why? Oh, Jesus.
And I assume this isn't against the charmed condition, right?
This is not to be charmed.
Oh, is it
this is
a magical effect? Is it against being frightened? What is it against?
Being frightened.
Oh, okay, I got advantage.
I have advantage.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That's not better. It's better, but it's not very much better. It's 17 though.
Okay.
Meanwhile, poor Daphne.
Meet beats.
I got a 15.
Okay. And Gar?
22.
Yeah, I mean that tracks. So
24 for me. Sorry, I don't know if you saw.
Yes, yeah, sorry. I did just about hear it. Raz, you are the only one who is sort of taken by surprise and shaken by this. You are frightened of this creature, mechanically as well as emotionally. And as it swoops down and flies towards the lot of you, it opens its jaws wide, and out of it, a stream of weird rain thought comes into your head as you all get hit by this tidal wave of brine. Could you all please make me a Constitution saving throw? Gar, I will allow you a Dexterity saving throw because this is being channeled through the doorway.
Oh no. I don't like
10.
22.
Natural 20 for a 31.
A 20, not nat.
Okay.
Don't know. No. He's dragging. Oh wait, this is 17.
Daphne, I did not hear yours.
16.
Guy, you step out of the way as the remainder of it kind of sloughs into the room. Sorry, Raz, I missed your con saving throw.
22.
22. No, don't hit the roll that button. I didn't mean to do that. Good. Okay. So, Raz, even though you are frightened, I think the fear itself, you sort of cower and you manage to avoid ingesting any of this brine. Hugh, Daphne, and Neri, you are so overwhelmed in the moment that you don't manage to block anything going in your mouth or your ears or your nose. And I'm afraid I'm going to need you all to take oh no, my iPad is going to explode now. Rolling off
As are we.
I once again hate what you're saying.
Good.
Just like, oh yeah, I'm just dead.
And please, can all of you take 55 psychic damage?
Well, good news. Wait, so was this for the
Those
last
that failed the con saving throw. So this is for Hugh, Daphne, and Neri.
Was it a spell or a magical effect?
I take no damage.
I'm afraid not. You stepped out of the way because you didn't abandon your team and run outside. Good.
Now I've taken a large bit of damage. Those around me see that like my body is tensing, and it's sort of like, those of you who've been with me for a while know that if I get too badly hurt, things get really unpleasant. So just, yeah.
We're just being aware of that.
Yeah, just pointing that out. As my eyes go yellow.
I didn't roll for Malgrak. How did Malgrak do?
No, Malgrak, you were the best of us.
Malgrak did all right, actually. He's fine.
I mean,
Seems
good.
clearly
I guess.
22.
We're the heroes.
Good. So, no, get rid of that. Good. I think that is everything that it can do on its turn. I'm going to just do a... Good. It is now Neri's turn.
I mean, I myself, / also Neri, is just like, just want to love this for my character. Yeah, so
I definitely asked you to make characters you weren't too attached to, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that maybe we need some like good old, I don't know whether to set well, no, the church is set, the chapel's already been set alight, so that's done. That's fine. That's happening.
Has it? Did you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The flame strike.
Yeah, he did a flame strike. I will allow that there are bits that have caught fire, and it is slowly starting to burn.
Okay. I'm gonna I mean, I know it's kind of getting dark right now, but I think some dawn is probably a good idea. Just a little bit of light. So can I get, I guess this creature is probably gigantic or something stupid like that.
It is gargantuan, yes.
Yes. Okay.
It did. I'll be fair to you. It used all of its movement to fly into a position to use that breath. So it's kind of currently flying. It's probably about hey, geometry. If it was on the same vertical plane as you, it would maybe be 40 feet away. But it's also in the air a bit. So.
Okay, that's fine though. That's
you could probably hit it with a 60-foot range something.
Well, no, I mean, yeah. So I'm going to cast Dawn. Don't like it's a 40-foot high cylinder, so should catch it maybe.
Yep. Great.
Yeah, cool. So can I get a Constitution saving throw? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
One must try.
Well, that was a nat 1, my love.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't get extra on a nat 1. It just gets...
I mean, for an 8, to be clear.
That's fair. Okay.
Still hits?
Yeah, it does.
Gotta check these things.
My DC is 17, not 8.
Sure.
Okay, so that's 28 damage.
Nice.
I mean, I still have a spiritual weapon in there, but I think that is it an action on my turn to move it? No, it's part
of the bonus action. You can you can move and attack as part of the same.
However, I can only move it 20 feet.
Okay.
I might as well start moving it. It's coming out of the chapel.
Cool.
And on the way,
tankard is just like.
On the way out, it's going to
floating.
give one of the horde the whack.
Give it a little bunk on the way out.
Yeah. Why does it not let me do the thing? It never lets me do the thing.
Do your thing.
Yeah. I don't know why when I've upcast it doesn't let me roll automatically with the upcasted damage. That is pretty damn good damage. 9 plus 8, so 17. Is that right? Did I math?
Yeah, it's looking like you've taken a lot of chunks out of this this horde. There's only a few of them still standing now.
Most excellent. I'm going to hide behind my shield.
Fair.
Yep. Seems
And
right.
that is a free action to go, nope. Good. Gar, it is your turn.
Okay, so first, Gar is vaguely aware that something horrific is happening outside, and hopefully can see that at least it's not on the ground yet. And so first he would ask, should I come out there, or should I stay in here and deal with this, or what should I do here?
Your choice, old man. We've afraid we've got a dragon coming, so ideally we don't want to be stabbed in the back, but up to you.
Can you get the dragon on the ground, or me off the ground? Because as you know, I kind of I'm tall, but not like that.
Looking around the others, yes?
Not my area. Sorry.
I mean, we could probably make it land,
I mean, I can try.
We'll do our
At some
best.
point.
In that case, I am going to keep punching these things, and then we'll see how it all figures out. It'll be fine. And then he slowly turns back around, having not really paid too close attention to the horde. It's just been having the side conversation as they're shambling toward him, and he's like, okay, cool.
There's an orc that's nearly there, just
yeah, right. And he's just like, all right, that's enough of that. And he is going to start doing many punches. First of all, that is a 20 to hit. Yes. 11 points of damage. And this is all with the Staff of Fate, these first couple. 26 to hit. 9 points of damage. I'm rolling really bad on damage.
Oh no,
and then
how terrible.
Let's do some flurry of blows. And I'm imagining at least one of them he knocked one back. I assume he's just surrounded at this point. That's a 26 to hit as he is flurrying these blows with 13 points of damage. And for his final attack, a 24 to hit for 9 points of damage.
Nice.
And that is action. That is bonus action. He is going to start kind of moving, we'll say 20 or 30 feet back as this is kind of happening, just so that he's in a little better position to make sure he can charge out when he needs to.
They are going to make an opportunity attack against you.
With disadvantage.
Yes. Well, it's going to be a flat roll because there's many hands.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay. Will that... probably not. That's a 22?
It hits exactly.
Ah, great. So, they are going to actually do something. Horde, you look so cool on paper.
Poor Horde.
I know, right? Great. So they are going to do. It's quite chunky, actually. They're going to do this big slam attack where many hands sort of kind of crash down on you at the same time. So that is going to do each one sort of hits you a little bit, but with the amount that's left, the few that there are, come on dice, settle. That's going to do 38 points of damage.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. Bludgeoning. I don't know if that affects things for you.
It does not, but cool.
Okay.
Excellent. Good to know.
Great. So you've moved. Are you still in? Did you want to be still inside the chapel, or have you moved outside the door with everyone else?
I'm imagining that I'm still like a little bit inside the doorway, but not by much.
You're
like,
literally, everyone else is like politely moved out of the way of the doorway so others can leave, and you are just stood in the door frame itself.
everyone else is outside, and I'm like, well, I can't really reach the dragon right now, and I don't want to be caught in another breath weapon if at all possible. That would be ideal. But he's again backing up, and like if these zombies keep shambling towards him, that's not the end of the world.
So you were with the zombies. So you were about 25. Because Neri was able to get out the door. So you were 20 feet away from the door. So you've now just moved the 20 feet. Or did you want to go beyond
perfect.
that?
Yeah, that works fine.
Fine. The Zombilithids, because that's what I called them, and I was pleased with myself, are going to shamble forwards. They've actually been able to use their movement. They're pretty slow, but they can move 20 feet, I'm afraid, on their turn. And amongst the tentacles, they are also going to vomit at you.
Rude.
I know. The only one that they can actually hit with this, though, is Gar, who I would like to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I will. 21.
Just. Theirs
I'm
is not.
proficient in all saving throws.
If that was the dragon, it would have got you. But these ones are not as chunky. So you're okay. This time.
Do I take any half damage or anything?
Yes, you do.
Not that I'm, hey teacher, you forgot to collect the homework, but.
But you managed to kind of throw up your hands to avoid ingesting. And you are going to take halved damage. Yes. Come on, iPad. I believe in you. Any minute now. In your own time.
Don't worry, I'm also like looking up my various like monk things.
Yeah.
Just like, well, okay, so you say that I'm immune to poison, but like, what does that really mean? And
do you have perfect body yet? Or
I do.
Mhm.
Timeless body.
So halved,
And
that's
diamond
going to
soul.
be 14 psychic damage.
Ow.
Yes. They are then going to try, because they're not too intelligent, they are going to try and grapple you again. So can you also please make me a dexterity or strength saving throw?
Why, dexterity, please. 26.
Yep, you are fine. You do not get grappled.
It's just like, bad, get off, stop it, stop.
And there is not enough of them left to do all of their multi-attack things. So they're only going to get one more attack at you. And this is the regular slam attack again. But I think they're getting sloppy. They've just vomited everywhere. So they're kind of stumbling about a bit. They're probably slipping a little bit as well. So I'm assuming a 12 is nowhere near.
It does
so
not.
that flail just goes wide. That is their turn.
Ow.
Yeah, it is now Saraz.
I don't think we can fight all of this on our own. If anybody wants to get out of here, come close to me and I'll try to get us out to the best of my ability. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to walk sort of away from the stairs, away from where the dragon is, because I'm frightened of it. And I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm afraid at the moment.
So you're kind of like shuffling around the side. So you're on the outside of the chapel, like shimmying around the side of it.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, get away. No,
I don't want to.
I think what I'll do is this glistening ice sort of armor forms around me, and I'm going to cast Armor of Agathist at 2nd level. And then I think that's what I'm going to do for the moment because I'm scared.
Well, you can now make another check for that. So you can make another wisdom save.
Oh, that's a 6. So no.
Oh no.
Was the armor an action? Because could you hide? Or just can you attempt to hide?
The armor was a bonus action, so yes, as an action, I will attempt to hide.
Great. I will say that there are a couple of crates nearby. Generic, like video game landscape crates that you get. Sure.
Oh no, they're red barrels. No.
No. These have got like. Sorry, Hugh. They've got like stone in them that may be laced with silver.
Rude.
No, they don't, because it's a defunct silver mine, Natalie. Remember your own law. It's a crate of stones.
Oh no, let them have silver. I said blood's just pouring out of my mouth. I'm having a terrible reaction.
If anybody wants to get out of here, as I descend into the barrel, come to my barrel.
For fuck's sake.
Step into my barrel, why don't you?
I look at the other two like...
Come along now.
It's just not becoming of a monster hunter.
Oh dear. Hugh, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, can you please take 17 psychic damage as you start to feel something is very wrong. You're feeling a bit nauseous.
I've been feeling sick already, so even this is making me. I'm just
this
like,
is a different kind of nauseous.
I think, yeah. I think I've got, because I was the one making notes. I'm like, I think I know what's happening. We always knew it was going to end like this. All right. Okay. How high up is the dragon?
I think we said it's about like, what, 20 foot up? You could probably get it with a 60-foot range thing from where you are.
Marvelous. Okay, I might as well just put some crossbows in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sharpshooter to begin with. We start with a... Okay, so that's a 33, so take away, so 28 to hit.
Do you have a -5 to hit now?
Because of sharpshooter.
Oh, sharpshooter. Oh,
So-
because it doubles the damage if you...
So yeah, it's plus 10. So we start with so 12 plus 10, which is 22, plus the lightning damage, which is 5. Also, I am going to hold on. Let me just see what exactly. As the crossbolt strikes, like this arcane brand just blossoms out around it. So this is castigation. So I realize it's not the most useful because psychic, but it might save my life. So one, I now know exactly what direction it is at all times, and also if it does damage to me or anyone within 5 feet of me, it takes psychic damage.
Okay.
Which again, no, it's not the most useful because of, but could save lives. Okay, second attack. That is again sharpshooter. Probably not, because that would be a 16.
Does not hit, I'm afraid.
Fair enough.
It's sort of lazily, like, it gets hit by the first one and sort of, and then just sort of lazily swoops to the side from the second one, like it's clocked you now.
I smile with my 2 sharp teeth and just go, I can't control it for much longer. If you need to go, I'll fight it. And that's my turn. As I'd be ever so dramatic. It's not puppetry. It's not.
Sure. You all hear, again, it feels like it's in your head rather than it coming out directly, a sort of a low kind of, and you think, oh, it's laughing. Hugh, you speak Draconic, don't you?
I do.
I also understand all languages.
All languages. You just hear.
Having trouble.
We're gonna take your head, I say back in Draconic.
Daphne.
Mechanically, Gar would be larger than me, right?
No, I'm a medium creature.
Medium size.
Okay. How far is Gar away from me?
Right next to you now, because you're just outside the entrance and he is stood in the entranceway.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, you asked for this. I'm gonna grab Gar. And oh wait, actually, this might be a bad idea. Shit! I didn't mean to click that. I know I was gonna thunder step, but that'll hurt you all, won't it?
Oh.
Yes.
Maybe.
I'm in the barrel, I'm fine.
A bit. Just a
the
little.
damage hits where we leave from, not where we arrive. So maybe I shouldn't do that.
It's not like if I take too much damage, I'll just start eating people or anything.
Yeah, no, I don't know if anybody's like I am, so that's probably a bad idea. So retcon that, sorry.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna panic and like throw my hands out, and I'm gonna throw in my Tides of Chaos so I can have advantage for this, because I want to make sure this hits.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
I'm doing, let's see. I'm doing a 5th level, where'd it go? Ray of Sickness.
Ooh,
And-
yes.
Yeah.
Do we want it to be any sicker?
I was going to say, don't make it fun.
I only have so many things that don't require saves and instead require attack rolls from me, and I want to use my Tides of Chaos real quick.
You say in character, you're just crying as I want to do this.
Oh, it's a good point. I'm sorry. You, at the start of your turn, Daphne, you are also not well. And can you please take 14 points of damage, psychic damage?
Mm-hmm.
You nearly got away with that. Sorry.
Yep. That was a 33 to hit with that Ray of Sickness, by the way.
That will hit.
All right. So that is 26 poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And it's the DC is 22.
Okay. Con saves. That was a nat 1 for a 16.
It's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Very good.
Awesome. Fuck yeah.
Very good.
And also, this is about the time that you could have me use Tides. The
yes,
Wild Magic Surge if you'd like to.
I would love to. Please,
so
yes, let's
that's
do this.
a
Roll me
D8.
a D100.
Oh, okay. Yep. Hold on. Wait.
While I get the right. Give me Wild Magic table. Where have you gone? I changed the size of the window, and now it has disappeared from me.
Oh, it's so poisoned. It's so nice.
The first roll was a 63.
Okay.
And the second is a 68.
Oh, 63 and 68. Do you get to know what they both are before you decide, or do you have to pick the number?
I mean, I would assume, like, since usually I could look at the wild magic table myself, right? And I just kind of wanted the surprise. So I think I would know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's probably for the best. So you have the choice of you can either panic cast fog cloud on yourself, like centered on yourself, or you could be frightened by the nearest creature, which canonically is Gar, until the end of your next turn.
Choices.
I guess I'll choose to be. I don't want to just like disrupt anybody's vision of the dragon, right? And so casting that around me would do that. So I guess I'm going to choose to be frightened, and I'm going to fucking run.
Suddenly, as you cast this ray of sickness and you think, yes, I can help, I can do something, you turn to look at your teammates and Gar has just stood there like poised and ready, as Gar always is. And suddenly that is very deeply unsettling to you.
To be fair, that happens a lot. Like mechanically, Gar scares his can easily scare his traveling companions like a lot. So
like
that makes sense.
Curated look.
In that moment, Gar suddenly takes on this form of the monster that blighted your tree, and that is a lot to deal with in that moment.
Oh yeah, no running, and then I can still cast a cantrip if I use Quicken Spell, right?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, then
I don't know.
I think I can. So I'm gonna do a Quicken Spell, and I'm also going to throw a firebolt at it.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
That is a 30 to hit.
Double hit.
And that is 25 fire damage.
Nice.
So I'm just rolling and throwing fire. Just
Yeah. It sort of kind of just tracks you with its eyes and smiles.
Can I say that I'm like 35 feet away from like most of the group now, right?
Yeah, I'd say you've if Raz had gone like around okay, so if we're looking at the chapel rather than looking out from the chapel, looking at the chapel, Raz had gone just to the right to hide under this crater stones. You've run to the left.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'm trying to split us up, so that sounds good.
Great. It's now Malgrak's turn. Malgrak, please tell me you have some healing.
Please. It's like, sorry, I'm a blaster cleric. I don't prepare healing spells.
I only do fire. I'm not that kind of cleric.
Great. Yes, good. As a bonus action, Malgrak is going to see Daphne sort of limping off to the side and is going to go, oh, no, wait. And you are going to get some heals. Get healed for, that was pretty good. 16 hit points back.
Oh, love that for me. I was almost in single digits.
I know.
Whoa,
I can see.
Really?
I can see. And then is what does that do? So after healing Daphne, Malgrak's going to look around and see so Raz hiding behind his little crater stone. Come along now. Now is not the time to get up. And it's sort of going to give you like a hefty prod. It's not going to hit you, but he's going to give
smack.
like a kick, like a gentle kick. Do you want to make me another saving throw against this?
Yes.
I thought you were going to say a gentle kiss.
Just a gentle kick. Come along now.
That's an 11.
Raz, bud.
I will give you a kiss if you come back and fight this thing.
Josh, why?
I don't know. I mean, I'm supposed to be the person who's supposed to fight dragons, but you know.
Did you roll an 11 or what did you roll?
A 10 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Babes.
My wisdom's not very good.
Okay.
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 All right.
So then he's just going to do I don't know how many spell slots he has at each level, actually.
What?
Oh no, he's already done
probably a couple more 9th level, I would say, right? Like 2 or 3 more 9th level spells.
Yeah, he can do each of his spells once per day. So he's done his flame strike. That's gone. That's done. But what he is going to do is start kind of throwing some clerical shapes. Is doing a rave.
I recognize those.
And it's going to cast Guardian of Faith. So a spectral guardian is going to appear, and yes, it's going to appear next to the dragon. So it's not going to do anything just yet, but on the dragon's turn, it will do a thing on dragon's turn. Yes, notes, quick notes, good. That is Malgrak's turn. Oh, it is the dragon's turn. Great. The dragon is going to make a dexterity saving throw. That was pretty sucky. Well done, dragon.
Why
Although
is he
actually,
making a dex save?
For the Guardian of Faith. Yes, and fails that. So is going to take 20 radiant damage from this Guardian of Faith. What is he going to look like? Malgrak is a dwarf, so I feel like it's a spectral guardian, but it has that sort of dwarven minor forger look about it, and it's just kind of hovering in the air. Great. Kathintai is looking a bit pissed, actually, but still cocky and confident with that, and is going to. Who's left by the door? Hugh is left by the door. Neri is left by the door. Gar is in the doorway. Daphne is run away. Raz is by the crate. Is going to land and sort of crash into the chapel a little bit, and is going to shoot out a tentacle to try and wrap around Hugh.
New best friend.
Yeah. Hello. You're the one that was sort of cocky and staring down.
Fourth best monster hunter in the land.
So that's going to be a 27 to hit you, my dear.
I'm afraid so.
Okay, so that's going to do... Oh, pretty bad rolls. So that's 15 psychic damage, and you are now grappled.
Huh.
Yes. Quite. So the dragon is it's on the top, I'd say, of the awning of this chapel, and sort of crashed into it. So it's starting to break. Guy, you're getting some splinters of rubble starting to fall around you. Actually, you can, most likely, but make me a dex saving throw, just on the off chance you roll on that one.
24.
Yeah,
Take that,
Daphne?
friggin' DM.
I haven't really used the poison condition often. Would that the fact that it's poison have changed anything that just happened? Yeah.
Please,
disadvantage. It would just be rolled
with disadvantage for the tentacle roll. Yes, thank you for reminding me, because I'm terrible. I am terrible at remembering poisoned.
I forgot that I had poisoned
attack
himself.
rolls and ability checks. It's
Attack rolls and
disadvantage
ability
on.
checks.
Oh yeah, so you would have been. Yeah.
I mean, it got by the guardian anyway.
No, but that's a saving throw, not an ability check.
Yes, you're right.
I think.
That is for the attack roll. That is better, I'm afraid, than it was. So Hugh was still grappled and still takes the damage.
It also takes 6 points of psychic damage, which
I'm afraid it does not.
Well, what if it did?
But what if? Hear me out.
Considered.
Yeah.
Hear me out, Tom. It's immune.
I mean, I could take that immunity away from it for a turn.
Feel free on your turn.
6 points.
No, as a reaction, as part of my blood
Oh, as a
curse.
reaction, can you?
Yeah.
Consider it.
Yeah, but for 6 points of damage, it's not really worth it.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, it now has Hugh grappled. It is going to reach down with its jaw. It's going to bite. It is going to reach down with its
Do a
teeth.
And put them in my chest.
Its long dangly teeth. And it is going to bite. I will roll at disadvantage because I now remember that I'm doing that. That is 24.
It does.
It does hit. I do apologize. So that's going to do another 19 piercing damage with its bitey bite.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going there, Hugh?
I'm losing control.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah.
dear.
I'm going to eat this thing.
Good. I'm pleased to hear it.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Yeah, as we'll get to it when it's on my turn, as you watch as my back snaps. Yeah, it's not good.
Sure. It is now Neri's turn. I'm aware we're getting to the end of we should be finishing now.
We got this.
I'm gonna keep going.
Just let it eat us.
Don't tell anyone. Shh. Neri.
Don't tell chat. We won't tell.
At the start of your turn, you take. Yep. 23 points of psychic damage.
23.
As you also kind of and feel nauseous.
So is this just an aura, just for context and scheming purposes?
I believe that we may be infected.
Ooh.
In our tummy.
Yes.
Who can say?
Me, the monster hunter. Bad.
Okay. I used a 5th level spell. I want to move it, but it has to end its turn there. So, what is it?
What's the range on it? Can you just walk underneath? Can you just
The range
walk
of what?
underneath it? The
The range
spell?
of what? Dawn.
So it needs to end its turn within a certain range or whatever?
Oh no, it needs to end its turn within the cylinder. So I'm just going to move Dawn. Can I center it? It's a 10-foot radius. Can I center it in a way that doesn't hit Hugh?
You could center it on its butt.
Will do. That is the plan. No,
I mean, it's gargantuan. It's plenty of room on its back. It's fine.
It's on the top of the roof. Can it also hit the horde? That is inside because it goes through
the dragon. I will say, half damage to the horde because the dragon has made some holes in the roof. I'll allow it. Why not? It's my rules now, baby.
Cool. I mean, it doesn't happen until the end of their turns anyway, and they get to save. So
sure.
But I'm concentrating on this damn thing. So oh, I need to make a concentration save. Con save. Sorry, that was a thing that I forgot to do. Oh no.
They're bad.
And what is that? Okay. I made a 16 or a 19. I can't remember how much that. Yeah, it's fine. It was a 20 something, 23.
Yeah.
So it's half.
I think
of that. Yeah. We're good.
This con saving throw, what did you roll that for?
To maintain concentration on Dawn.
Great. Good. It has occurred to me I've not been very fair. I should have been giving each of you that are infected a saving throw at the end of your turn to try and overcome it. I apologize. We'll go through and do those in a sec at the end of Neri's turn.
I have so many gribblies in my tummy, though. My spine is broken.
Yeah, lovely. Gross. Right, okay, I've moved the thing. That is my bonus action. I cannot do anything with my spiritual weapon. So in which case, given that it is much closer, I am going to... sorry. I suddenly have no idea what to do. How close is it to me?
It's about 15 feet above you.
Am I like...
it reached down to bite at Hugh, and then its head is kind of just above, just looking down. There is a tentacle as well extending from it, grappling Hugh.
How wisdom do I think it is?
I mean, it's
it down.
Dragon.
I know, right?
I just swing past and go, pretty wise. Swing back again.
I'm like, come on. No, that's a silly idea. Okay.
You can read my book. It's over there somewhere.
Not gonna do that. Sorry. I apologize that this is taking me forever. I'm just gonna I'm unhealthy.
I am not well.
No, I'm really not. I have less hit points than everybody. This is the thing. I am just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna do some damage and be like, I'll fix it later. Let's flame strike this bastard as well.
Do it.
Seems right.
Why not?
Seems good.
because I'm holding concentration on Dawn, but I'm just channeling that radiant holy energy down. Where did my flame strike just go? I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, I need a save, a dex save of 17.
Okay. I am going to roll at disadvantage because it's sort of pretty happily perched and is also holding on to. I mean, Hugh is not stopping it from dodging. Really, Hugh would just get yeeted.
Yes, I am. I'm absolutely terrifying.
Oh well, I mean, we're all doing great with the nat ones today.
Okay,
so that's actually a 3.
So it takes 25 damage.
Great,
nice.
Excellent stuff.
10 of it is radiant. No, sorry, 15 of it is radiant. 10 of it is fire.
Great.
Is that also going through the roof into the horde?
Yes. It will. Column. So that was 25. So halved to 12.
Yeah, but they would also get a saving throw.
They would also get a saving throw.
Yeah.
Which is not a disadvantage. But they are terrible because they are zombies. Yeah. They rolled a 0.
Okay, so they get the 12. Yeah.
So that's the full 25 damage as well.
No, you said they would get half.
Oh, no, yeah. Brain. Hello, brain.
Yeah, so they take 12. The 12. It would just be quartered if they'd saved.
Gar, there is 1 left. Just kind of.
Oh, my saving throw. Throw.
Make everyone get uninfected, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I was given some flavor. But yes, please.
We didn't want
that's a 20.
A 20, you say?
Come on.
Let me consult. Okay. I am making a note.
I don't think it's a 22, isn't it? Well, no, that's what thingy saved and didn't get infected.
Yes, you're right. Sorry.
So
that, but Neri, Hugh, and Daphne, you each get to make a saving throw for the last round as well.
Okay.
18 and then 21.
That was a 6.
What is?
Right?
What is that? Is that another nat 1, Chrissy?
No, a 4. They're so low.
You know what? If you at least rolled a nat 1, it would have been possible.
Yeah, come on, Chrissy.
It's fine. I also rolled a 6. I didn't save one either.
Okay. Gar? Is your
okay?
turn?
I have an important question.
Yes.
How far above me is the dragon kind of perched there?
15.
10 feet, perhaps?
15.
I will allow. There is a crate of stones nearby that Raz is cowering behind. If you want to do some monk shit and flip up onto the roof, you can do it.
Because I have reach, I have all kinds of fun stuff. I just need the little extra boost. So I think what I'm going to try and do is, knowing that there is only one creature left of the horde, he's going to try and finish it off, I think, so he can harvest some souls. He said very casually.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm going to do a hit upon hopefully the final one.
That's not at all just as bad as what the dragon is trying to do here.
15.
Yes, we'll hit.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. 12 points of damage.
It immediately just crumples in your fist. It was it was like a half elf, so just a little sort of on the small side. The tentacle had come out of the sort of the side of the face and was sort of flailing towards you, and you just sort of bat that out of the way and fist through the stomach.
Yeah, I was going to say, and you all see as Gar pulls his fist back through it, he has a hold of some sort of essence that you guys have all seen him do this very dramatic thing many times before. He quite enjoys doing it. And then he like looks back at you with this super fucking intense look and like look of like glee, and then shoves the energy in his mouth as he consumes part of the soul of the creature that he just killed. And then he looks up at the dragon and is like, okay, let's do this. And starts doing monk shit to get up to there. Would prefer to be within 5 to 10 feet of it, if at all possible. Can I roll some sort of, do I need to roll?
No, you can make it up, but you can make it up there because you were in the doorway and there's the crate there, which gives you the extra boost to jump to grab onto the roof and flip.
And all right. Can I give him a little bit of extra shove by when he goes to jump on the crate? I go, what was that? And I go,
please do. Yes.
It's perfect. Okay, let's start spending some key points. Why don't we? Okay, first I'm going to rear back, and once again, Gar's just like just like absolutely just beating the absolute shit out of this dragon. Hopefully, that is a 32 to hit.
Hits.
10 points of damage. Man, I have exclusively. It's so annoying. It shows me both one-handed and two-handed damage. And two-handed damage should be higher, but it not once has been. So that's a pain in the ass. But I am going to spend a key point to try and... Wait, let me make sure I do this correctly. Wait. Where is it? Okay, it is melee weapon attack. I'm going to spend 1 key point, and I would like it to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure. At disadvantage because no, that was just attack rolls.
Check.
Oh wow. My dice have really gone. No, you're the DM. You don't get good rolls today.
Good.
That was another nat 1.
Not giving you bountiful luck.
It is now stunned until the end of my next turn, unless it has any sort of legendary whatsits that it would like to use.
I think I've been quite lenient on not using them because I've felt bad.
Yeah.
But I'm going to legendary resist that, I'm afraid.
That's all right, because I'm going to do it 2 more times.
Okay, great.
I'm going to spend another key point. I'm going to spend another key point to do flurry of blows.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and do another smack upon you.
Yes.
This time just with my unarmed strike. So a little, not quite as beefy. 15 to hit.
That will not hit.
Probably not. That's a huge
like that's going towards an arm that just kind of lifts out the way.
Oh my god, a 14. Fuck. Another 14 to hit. That's the worst I've rolled this whole time. Just as I was like starting to finally get to do the thing. Okay. That is, so Gar has, eaten a soul, run up and just started trying to, again, beat the crap out of the dragon. And then as soon as Gar realized like, oh no, it should have been stunned. I gave it the Charlie horse that was supposed to make it like muscles lock up. Oh no, it did not. Oh, and then he missed 2 more times. And then he's just going to stand there awkwardly, lightly shimmering and be like, all right, guys, let's do it. And that's the end of his turn.
Go team. Great. Raz, from behind your crate. You can't see the dragon, you can see like the tip of its nose, and you can see the tentacle that's currently grappling Hugh.
I'm going to pop out. I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
I've been debating on how to use this spell since the start of combat. Is it breath attack? Is it like a magical effect that it has on everybody, or is it a non-magical effect?
It is non-magical.
That makes my decision that much easier. I will pop out from the crate. I will see all of my friends who are very heavily injured, and I will see Gar up there smacking it, and I'll go, I just wish that everybody was healthy, and I'm going to cast Wish. And I'm going to choose the effect, and you allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points, and you end all effects on them described in the Greater Restoration spell. I'm hoping that the Greater Restoration gets rid of the tadpoles.
You've given us more than,
And
good to me.
Restoration on its own.
I reworked
Would
every
not.
bad thing I've said about you.
The heal is a wow.
Greater restoration on its own would not have done this because it's not a charm, it's not a poison, it's none of that.
Ooh.
If anyone had gone down, wish is the only thing that would stop them from turning into a mind flayer. Healing them to full hit points, everyone suddenly feels fine. Absolutely fine.
God, that's why we keep him around. That's right, of course. That's right.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I'm going to look up to Gar and I'm going to say, Gar, you can do it. Go, Gar, go, Gar. Yeah, Gar, get him. And I'm going to give him bardic inspiration.
Appreciate that.
That's the one and only time you'll ever hear me sing.
And is that for any D20 roll? Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's a D12.
Whatever you just use. Sweet.
Nice.
Powerful bards give you high bardic.
Are you going to do anything else?
I am going to try and stop being frightened of this thing now, please.
Please do.
That would be nice. Well, does your wish end anything?
Oh yes, I cast Greater Restoration. No, it doesn't. Greater Restoration doesn't end frightened.
Think so, but
I did look at that because I have Greater Restoration standard. No, that's a 14.
I'm afraid it's still pretty scary, but you did the thing.
I'm gonna go back in the barrel.
Hugh, what does it look like that you've gone from? Like, what has that change look like on you?
Again, sort of like. I know I've been immensely subtle about this, but there's currently a werewolf hanging by a tentacle who looks really bloody, and the yellow feral eyes have suddenly flicked back to the green eyes of Hugh. I'm still a werewolf, but I'm back to being me, and I'm like, okay. I'm glad you didn't say I wish I wasn't scared. That's appreciated.
Oh, that would have been a good idea, actually.
Absolutely fucking not.
Take back.
No take backsies.
Now, I'm aware of time, but I want to be fair about this. Hugh, is there anything you would like to do on your turn?
I mean, I would like to get out of this tentacle.
Please make me a strength saving throw.
Amazing. I now have advantage as a wolf man. I will start with a nat 20 for 24, and then I will I guess have a night. So 24, please, Nat.
Right. What does this look like as you get out of the grapple?
Again, as I said, this thing kind of snapped my back, and I just sort of wiggle, and drop down, and I'm like, all right. Well, I didn't want to do that, but I'm still gonna eat you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Anything else on your turn?
As a werewolf, I can still use weapons, so I'm like, still got a crossbow. Click.
But you've used your action to get out.
I just still do.
Click.
Click. Actually, I'm just looking if I've got any. But no, that's an action. Just showing off. I think I'm just. If I move, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Technically, yes.
Interesting. I like the idea. I just snap my own back and then just standing there going, "Hey." I put a massive paw.
I cocked my crossbow over my mouth menacingly.
Yeah. It probably was something I could do with a bonus action, but I'm not going to do it.
Okay. Daphne, is there anything you would like to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'm going to point at the dragon. I'm going to say, "Rot, you filth," and I'm going to cast Finger of Death. Yes. And I also want to try to do it may not help. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to use Ben Luck to make him
yes.
Take a D4 off of his saving throw.
Great.
And so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
And DC is 22.
Okay. But a minus a D4 or minus 4?
Minus D4.
Okay.
A 4.
Yeah.
I have, before the D4, I have rolled a 26.
Oh no.
So I need to roll 4 on the D4.
No.
Yeah.
I pop out from my barrel again and I go, "Hey, dragon, you're a loser!" And I'm going to cast
Cutting where?
silvery barbs on it to
There it is.
Nice.
make it reroll that, and I'll
There it
give
is.
Gar the
nice.
advantage.
I have rolled another 19. I'm so sorry. my dice rolls
I'm a
have been
DM.
like...
My dice are always so Okay.
Look,
Okay.
I don't know what this luck is. It's a strange beast.
Out of nowhere. It's fine. You've rolled a bunch of nat ones. It's fine. It had to happen. Well,
I rolled a 1 on the D4, I'm afraid.
You still take half damage.
Great.
So that's 36 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Such a powerful spell.
It is. Any bonus actions?
Fuck it, yeah. I'm going to spend 2 more sorcery points, and I'm going to cast. Where is it? We'll say infestation.
Beautiful.
Love that spell.
And I will. It has to make another con saving throw.
Okay. That was less good. It's still 24.
Shit. Okay. Do they take anything? A 60. Okay. I think it still takes it just. Oh no! I guess it doesn't take anything if it succeeds.
This is the one where it has to move in a random direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. I should have just used Firebolt. It's fine. It's fine. I was just trying to spice things up a little. It's good. It's fine.
That's fine.
A bunch of boats are calling on it. It's too big to be bothered.
This is what we need. Spicy action.
Please, Daphne, roll me a D100.
Yep.
For the wild
right,
magic
seems good.
surge.
Oh, I didn't mean to. 74. Why did it do it like that? Hold on. Either 74 or 37.
Okay.
Oh
no. Oh no.
I would like to. Can you trust me to make this decision for you on this one
Sure.
occasion? Okay.
Yep, you go right on ahead.
Okay. As you cast the finger of death at the dragon, you just get 5 flumps appear around you.
Yeah, we're saved.
Oh no.
And kind of go see you and go and just start scooting away.
Oh no.
Just start running away from you, just like jellyfish.
They're just
floating
afraid?
away. They're just scared of Daphne. Like you summoned them here, and now they're scared of you. You monster.
Where did they?
I look over and just shake my head.
That's a broken hair.
It is Cathintai's turn.
Fucking flumps.
Cathintai sort of like sees the flumps and is just like, there's an eyebrow raise.
I think everyone does. It's one of those like record
Like,
scratch moments where
minimum,
everyone
like,
looks and kind of like,
What was that? Why? You were all going to hear that sort of boing in your head again as they sort of arch their neck and roar. They're going to do a tentacle attack to Gar. Can you please,
disadvantage.
with disadvantage?
Oh, it's end of.
Oh, is it up?
Did it end on Chrissy's? turn.
The poison. How long did the poison last?
The poison stops at the end of my turn.
Okay.
It's still disadvantage on me, though.
Right. Well, so that's a
Cloak of
25. That's a
displacement.
25 to hit.
Well, fine.
Rude.
You are going to
Wow.
take 2d8 plus 8. So that's 2.
Oh, 2d8.
So that's
Easy.
9. So that's 9 plus 8 is 17. Yes, that's maths. 17 psychic damage.
Easy. Easy.
You are grappled. And then it's going to look at the rest of you. Smile. Vomit on you again.
I'm covering my face.
Yeah.
I said,
I'm in a barrel.
Can you all please make me another Constitution saving throw?
I'm in a barrel.
With advantage for Sir Raz, who is sort of hiding under shelter.
I'm hiding underneath my shield. I'd like to point out. I did make that.
I am going to use my bar. Can I use my? I can use my bardic inspiration.
Actually,
on
Gar,
saves, right?
you are not affected by this because you are up on the roof with the dragon.
You.
So they are vomiting downwards.
Because I did a bad one.
Did you do a bad?
But I didn't do anything, so it's fine.
I rolled
Where are we?
exactly 22 again.
Okay. Hugh?
well, if you're not giving my great plan, it's a 16.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Daphne?
15.
Okay. Neri?
Yay, team
Did
my
I
player.
get advantage?
Okay, if you got advantage.
It probably won't help. It didn't. It didn't. It was a 19.
Fine.
I got a 6 and then a 19.
So the three of you, again, I mean, you take the psychic damage, but we're wrapping up now. So you get that big, and you start to feel nauseous again. The dragon flaps its wings. It's going to start flying away. And you hear that chuckle in your head. Guy, you're coming with it.
Good. This is awesome.
I know exactly which way it's going because of the brand. We can follow it.
I and Nathan am ready for this.
If I could stop being frightened, I could just go get Gar.
The dragon is going to fly away.
Oh, I need to. I dropped my concentration, by the way, so.
That's fine. We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
The dragon, Cathintite, is going to fly away. Hugh, you remember that you can still sense the direction that it's going. Raz, eventually your frightened state kind of shakes off and you're able to come out from behind your crate. Gar, you are taken over the mountains, through to the other side, through to the... It's like on the other side, it's this odd sort of crater shape that looks like an attack has happened here that has opened up a part of the mines that had been abandoned. There is a dragon-sized hole into the mines. You are going to get dragged down and down into the lair. At some point, I'm going to assume, after being tentacle grappled, you are going to be taking psychic damage from that grapple. You are going to be bashed about a little bit. I'm going to say that you will be able to fight back some. So let's do a quick version of this. Would you like to please make me
Because I can be stunning this person a lot too.
Some kind of athletics or acrobatics check for me. I just lost your audio there.
It's because I did not unmute myself. Acrobatics would be preferable, and I rolled a 27.
Great.
Nice.
At some point during this, you are able to get yourself free of the tentacle, and you are left on the mountainside, a little dazed, but generally fine. The dragon is going to back down into the hole. Hugh, Daphne, and Neri, you are going to continue to take this psychic damage as you once again feel nauseous.
Could I have removed Curse? Would that work?
No. You try.
No?
None of you feel better. Is there anything else you would like to try?
Well, I can mass heal, but like...
Do you try it?
I mean, given that the healing to full health helps, then yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a waste of a 9th level, but why not?
It wasn't
Let's do
healing.
it. 700 hit points.
It was the wish.
Nicely,
though, I think.
700 hit points distributed.
As you heal everyone for over 40 hit points in one go, you find that the tadpoles disperse.
Phew.
And you are okay. But it got pretty close to the wire. Like, it took you enough, like a little time to think, do I waste this magical power? What other things can I do? You probably tried a few lower level healing spells and you were like, I feel healthier, but I'm still nauseous and I'm still, oh God, what is it gonna be? It's like the last resort. You kind of just plow out this massive mass heal spell and suddenly you feel fine. The rest of you stand in the ruins of Silveridge, the rain drizzling down upon you, and contemplate your next moves. And that's where we're going to have to wrap for today. Because it's really late. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's
definitely have a phobia of rain now.
I love the idea of in the background, you guys are panicking and healing and watching the dragon fly off. And then as soon as you figure it out, you guys see Gar, the tiny shadow of Gar, just plummet to the ground as he gets out. But he has Featherfall, so it goes very fast, and then you just see him slow down. He's like, Gar's fine. He got out. Cool, great, easy.
I'll eventually use teleport and take everybody back to the mansion once we're all together.
Fair enough.
Wait, no, we have to get the carriage.
No, the horses are gone. The horses are pissed off. I'm going to have to pull this because of time. But
we're just
thank you, everyone, for joining this.
Thanks for running.
This chaos and bloodbath that was tonight's show. If you enjoyed it, we play every Monday and Tuesday from 6 p.m. GMT. BST. It's BST. 6 p.m. BST, 10 a.m. PST. For the next couple of Tuesdays, we're continuing our series of new DM one-shots. On Mondays, we're currently streaming The Wreckage of Nithdraenor, where everything is fine. Everyone gets on. We've definitely not just had major tragic backstory reveals. It's fine. You can also join us on Fridays, again from 6 p.m. BST, 10 a.m. PST, for Talking is a Free Action, where one of the entities known as the Question Masters kidnap a character from one of our streams and we set them through a gauntlet of challenge rooms and questions, and it's all sort of crazy game show fun. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. There's also podcast versions of our shows available everywhere. Just search for Roll Together RPG. Thank you to our D20 Club. You are amazing. I hope you all enjoyed this, and they're great. They set up a Discord and a fan wiki, and you can be one too if you want to support us on Patreon. There's a link in chat. Probably join them. Every penny helps us make all the content that we do. And thank you again to all our sponsors and supporters. We're on social media as Roll Together RPG. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.